Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? We are live for a special edition here today. We got Andy Price in the building. Wally's in the house. Good to see y'all. We're going to be talking ROH, which is going to be live here in a couple minutes. They're showing the end of Death Before Dishonor right now, where the Briscoes fought FTR. Good to see you. So let's test out our audio here and see exactly what we're getting.
Could we see a Champions Challenge? Right. But fans, coming up to find out more, join us Wednesday. Fight for the Fallen. We will see Mox and Rouge 10-0.
All right, you guys are ready? We're going to watch along a little ROH. Getting ready to start right about now. Good to see you. Hope everyone's doing well.
I'm Ian Riccaboni. Happy wrestling, everybody. We will leave you with a vision of the champion. Join us Wednesday on Dynamite. This is what Ring of Honor is all about. Every time you tune in,
Azrael, what's happening?
You will be back. On Friday, March 31st, Ring of Honor Wrestling returns to
all right, little commercial for the pay-per-view coming up, and we're going to get down to business.
Tickets are on sale now.
Hope everybody's having a good day. We're going to get right to it. Oh, they're ready to go. Trustbusters coming up. So it looks like Ari Daivari is going to be the first match. Now, these are all... Well, this is Slim J. All right, so we are in order. Jay Briscoe set to start us off here.
Welcome everyone to Ring of Honor Wrestling, a new era of Ring of Honor, and Thursday nights will never be the same. It's Ian Riccaboni, Caprice Coleman checking in with you.
Let me know if you guys can hear the commentary as well when I shut up. All right, we're ready for the first match in the new era of Ring of Honor Wrestling. You see the setup. They have a big LED screen behind, kind of like an NXT. They're in Universal Studios. 10 matches. What's up, Joker? Here's our first match. Mark Briscoe coming out right now. Them boys. Yes, sir. It's actually on watchroh.com. I decided to pay for it, see how it goes. Watchroh.com. And it's $9.99 a month.
He's also defeated Josh Woods, former pure champion in AEW action, but here is home, Caprice and Ring of Honor. This is where he started. This is where he literally bit his teeth. He was too early, came in. He was too young to wrestle, and he was already part of the roster. And now he's old enough. He's a veteran, and he's facing a veteran himself against Slim J.
So we got Mark Briscoe and Slim J starting us off. First match in ROH, the new ROH, I should say. We'll give you a little play-by-play as we go along. Joker's in the house. Yes, that should be the main event. We're looking at all the matches here. I'll talk to him real quick. We got Takeshita versus Josh Woods. Zack Sabre versus Blake Christian I'm looking forward to. Cougar's here. Yes, you're here. Lady Frost and Willow Nightingale. So Lady Frost working ROH. Madison Rayne and Sky Blue versus the Renegades. Rohit Raju versus Christopher Daniels. The Kingdom versus the Infantry. Metalik versus Ari Daivari. And the Embassy versus Joe Keys, Rex Lawless, and LSG. There's your matches for tonight. We are underway with Slim J as Daivari's in his corner, as you see in the picture. Make sure you guys hit those thumbs up, share it out. We're live on the WrestleSense podcast page. Lady Devil's here. Good to see you.
This alliance, Caprice, is something else. That alliance is all about money. It's all about Ari Daivari is the outside. He is from a financier of the Trustbusters.
you see Slim J does, there's a game plan behind it. He might have moved out the way, looked like he was running away, but he's trying not to let Mark get any momentum, any edge in the start of the match.
See that first lock here, Mark Briscoe, a striker, but also a great ground wrestler.
Mark can do it all. Look at this Mark already up. Right. See, exactly. That's what I meant.
Unbelievable.
Everything he does is for
Turmoil's here. Good to see you.
Put the shirt on just to tear it off in the display of defiance.
Did you see how he tore it off there? Got it replaced. It's like they
Can you guys hear the commentary in the back?
Got that kind of,
My tank top got holes in it. I mean, what I'm wearing.
Cougar, you'll be at in action tonight. 6-woman elimination match. Just set that one up. Yeah, let me know if you guys can hear the audio.
That's the thing about Mark Briscoe. He does not follow what normal wrestlers do. You can train for years about how to react to a wrestler. You cannot react to Mark Briscoe.
Yeah, you can hear it good.
Shots to the midsection here. Mark's been so inspirational as of late, carrying the Briscoe family. My goodness. And putting the heel right through the skull of Slim J. And chickens in the wild, they don't normally fly, but here we are.
Mark Briscoe through the ropes. We're on the outside now against Slim J. You got to kind of think Mark Briscoe gets the win here to start us off. Turmoil's in the building. Good to see everybody.
Mark is a little unorthodox.
Briscoe back in the ring. He has a chair, and the ref says no. But he's clapping the chair. Mark Briscoe's clapping the chair and getting the fans going. The chair got the clap. Chair clap.
And a well-timed exit with an assist from Ari DeVar.
So it's really cool how they have an LED screen all the way along the back.
The match, it hasn't been a total low blow, and now we're seeing Slim J escorted out of the way.
Like I'm saying, Slim J is constantly breaks momentum anytime Mark Briscoe being able to capitalize on anything. Very smart.
Think about it. Those giant hands straight from Laurel, Delaware.
I don't have to say anything. Just look at Slim J's chest. It says it all.
The thrust right through the jaw. Thrust into must. Must the stagger. We may be looking for an iconoclasm here. Mark Sterling back on the apron. Give me a break.
Breaking that momentum again. Slim J knows exactly. Slim J has time to recover, and he can recover very fast.
Figured something a little different for the WrestleSense podcast here tonight. A little watch along to lead us in since this is the first week. Slim J has him down. Here's a cover as we got blood in the first ROH match. Mark Briscoe is busted open.
Don't give Slim J an inch. He's going to take 10 miles.
Original member of Special K in there with an ROH original. Mark Briscoe 13 times over the tag champ caught.
Hanging on to that clothesline. He doesn't want him to go anywhere because he's already got his transition in place.
And look at this. Oh my goodness! Reverse DDT.
Cover by Slim J.
No, that's what I was talking about. The innovation of Slim J is second to none. There's so many guys on TV that you see. Oh my God, he has a great finisher. They did nothing but watching the video.
Slim J's going to throw him to the outside. You know, he got help out there, too.
And come on. We need poor Mike Posey to be watching what's going on the outside, but he's got no choice. He's adhering to medical protocol and begging for blood.
This is teamwork right here.
Taking advantage of an opportune situation in Ari DeVar and smart Mark Sterling.
So glad you guys are stopping out. Thanks for the shares.
That shin to the top of the head.
Thanks for Andy Price for sharing it out. Turmoil for sharing it out.
Certainly empowered to make the decisions.
There was a picture of the actual arena besides the one you can see behind me.
And they are a precision to the team. They come under distractions here, keeping Mark Briscoe from getting momentum. Slim J is definitely where he wants to be at.
Right hand by Slim J. Down goes Mark Briscoe.
Right to the chin.
Hey, Jesse Jackhammer. What's happening, man?
Behind Mark Briscoe here in Universal Orlando. The new era of Ring of Honor kicking off right here as we head on the road to Super Card of Honor coming up March 31st.
See Slim J's chest, man. It's got Mark's autograph all on it.
Oh, wow. And a little Posey.
That body suit is still in play. He's hurt it twice. Ryse there. He's taking the win out of it, and he had his arm isolated. Hard for Mark to breathe. And he's in a
Slim J sucks is the chant right now. There you go. Jesse, just so you know, Jesse Jackhammer, I will let you know.
That shoulder's been dislocated in the past,
I'll let you know when I send out your shirt, Jesse. I have it ready to ship out. I'm going to send it out here soon. So for those who can't see the show, I figured I'd try to paint the picture for you. They're in Universal Studios for they tape 2 weeks worth of matches. Tonight's show and next week's show. There's Jade Barrett. Welcome in. Welcome in. Keep hitting those thumbs up for me. I appreciate you.
behind the ear. That is a pressure point. That's going to disorient you. It's that redneck kung fu.
Redneck Kung Fu, baby. Here we go. Clothesline in the corner. Snapmare, take him down. Ooh, drop kick right in the face by Briscoe. I think he's out. No, shoulder up. Thought he was out. He was not out. Shoulder up. Match still going on here. First match of the new era of Ring of Honor. Slim J and Mark Briscoe, and they're bringing it. Yeah! I love how Mark Briscoe hoots and hollers when he fights. Let's do a... I would do a poll for this match, but it's kind of obvious who's going to win. Here. Spicoli driver. There, everybody can go pick Mark Briscoe. Briscoe up top. I love frog splash into an elbow drop. I love that move. I want it in a video game. Big boot by Briscoe. Jay Driller, here it is. Jay Driller. Oh, bad camera angle. You can see his head didn't even come close. And there it is.
Mark Briscoe victorious in the match that kicks off the new era of Ring of Honor. Thursday nights will never be the same, but there's some comfort in seeing a bona fide Hall of Fame Ring of Honor star, Mark Briscoe. So many ways to beat you. Your winner, Mark Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe with the win in match number 1. And we'll keep the... Oh, no, that's not what I want. I want a banner.
Still have the code of honor here. Code of honor adhered to. Mark Briscoe, your winner
Scroll.
of the opening contest. Fans, coming up, we'll hear from...
There we go. So we'll get the results going for you guys as well. After each matchup.
ROH TV champion Tony Deppen and
Tony
next week
Deppen,
we'll
interview with
have
Tony
the
Deppen in the
current
back.
ROH TV champion Samoa Joe. Now, some might say this is the biggest test of your career.
I, Tony Deppen, hereby proclaim that next week on Ring of Honor television, exclusively on Honor Club, we'll do the unthinkable. I will defeat Samoa Joe, either by pinfall or by submission.
He's going to fight Samoa Joe next
And Lexi,
week.
I have 2 submissions that I can defeat Samoa Joe with. Either the STF, which...
He has it written down on a piece of paper. He's reading it.
10 times better than Samoa Joe's STF. Or the classic chicken wing. After sitting...
He said he's going to make Samoa Joe submit.
I know now all of Joe's weak points.
He says he knows Joe's weak points.
Next week and reclaim my ROH TV title and I will cement.
So he's a former TV champ, I guess. He said he's going to regain it.
Lexi, I'm going to be the czar of Ring of Honor.
Don't miss it. Tony Deppen versus Samoa Joe next week.
Coming up next here on Ring of Honor, the former Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven, the Kingdom, take on the Infantry.
Infantry versus the Kingdom up next. See if I have them in a row here.
This tag team match is number 1 ball. This is 20 minutes time limit. Team number 1 at a combined weight of 401 pounds. The captain, Sean Dean. And new tattoo, Howie Bravo, the Infantry. The Infantry, an exciting young tag team here. Caprice, Ring of Honor's always been the place to be.
So Riccaboni and Caprice on commentary. The Infantry coming down.
And he is bringing Harley Bravo with him here tonight. Harley Bravo, always exciting, always ready to charisma. Ooh, sing out. I'm telling you, these guys are excited, man. Both guys have fought for our country, and now they have.
Both men have fought for our country. Men for the Infantry. Interesting.
There's the captain on the right. Big test ahead, though, for the Infantry. Their opponents, being accompanied by Maria Kanellis-Bennett, wrestling out of Boston, Massachusetts, at a combined weight of 400.
We got Mike Bennett, Matt Taven, along with Maria coming down the ring, showing off her cleavage big time. Hey now.
Matt Taven on the right, Mikey Bennett on the left, led to the ring by the First Lady of Ring of Honor, Maria Kanellis-Bennett. Caprice longtime fans know the Kingdom have been at the top of the Ring of Honor Tag Team Division.
Now, for those who don't know, this is taped. They taped the other day. They taped this week and next week.
The new era of Ring of Honor. Well, it's been an exciting time for sure. Matt Taven, a Grand Slam champion.
That's one thing, if you know me, I'm not really happy about this being taped. Then you're going to see results. You're going to know who's there. All right, let's 75%. Well, not everybody thought Briscoe would win, but he did. So we got another match to pick here. Pick your wiener. Infantry versus the Kingdom. All right, take your picks. Place your bets up there for that one now. Let me know who you. Let's see if anybody can get 100% right. Now I know almost everybody put Mark Briscoe. We can pretty much give everybody in the chat. So you guys can put your record in the chat as well as we continue. Let us know what your record is. I did think Mark Briscoe would win the first one, and he did, so that's one. And be honest, we're on the honor system here, guys, so no cheating. So I'm not really sure. Let's look it up. Let's make sure. That doesn't help. Infantry, both men in the ring right now. They take down Mike Bennett. Now they're splitting the legs. Make a wish. Oh, make a wish. They split the uprights. Now I'm going with the Kingdom in this one. We got somebody's pick. We got a couple people picking the Infantry. The new era of ROH, they say. Matt Taven lets you know who he is.
Hallmark of the Kingdom. They love that tandem offense increase. Waiting for them to cut off the ring. They've had Bravo in there for a while, but they have not been able to cut him off. That's why he's able to fight. See off the rope, Bravo, leapfrog. Oh! That Boston Strong style from Bennett. Purple Thunder Bomb from Matt Taven. Double leg hooks. 2.
2 count to kick out.
Of course, a lot of great action so far here tonight.
Hey, Brian LG's in the house. Good to see you. You still got it right, Jay. There you go. Drop a like. I appreciate it when you guys do that. Appreciate the support.
That's when you cut the ring off. They're going to isolate Bravo. Yeah, Bravo, deep danger. Back to the double leg. Likes that Boston crab. Oh, they also like that combination. The knee.
Taven up top. Drops the elbow. And Kingdom working well together right now as expected.
And these pins must be exhausting for Bravo. The energy exerted every time he has to kick out.
That's the reason why Dean came in there, because he saw his partner in trouble. You know, it's one thing to
Give you a little more attention once I get this match card for tonight. We got in Hawaii tonight. Hey now for LTD. Big neck breaker.
Bravo needed that. Now let's see if he's able to tag out.
Looking to make a tag. He does. And it's Dean. It looks like Bennett. Big clothesline sends Bennett down. And another. Off the ropes. Irish whip.
Pretty impressive, the infantry.
Catch the arm. Front face lock.
Uh-oh, he's got both of them. Like double DDT by the infantry on the Kingdom, yo.
Outside leg hook. Yeah. Smart move by Bennett. Maybe no one more ring aware than Mike Bennett. He's looking to make a tag, though. Matt Taven's been neutralized by that double DDT.
Yeah. He's in a lot of trouble, but he's in, I was going to say, the wrong corner. But Taven's nowhere near the corner.
And Dean, smart move by Dean, getting him back to the infantry's corner.
Just testing the waters with something different. I figured I'd get this. Feels like a pay-per-view, but it's not really. Yeah, that's right. Maria Bennett from Impact. Also, Zack Sabre Jr.'s in this, which is pretty damn cool.
Could be an opportunity to look across the finish line here.
So I'm wondering if it's just a connection with New Japan or if Zack Sabre Jr. is going to literally be in ROH. But he is defending his TV title for New Japan today. So we got 2 title fights here today. Taven kicked to the back of the head. Kingdom setting up. Looks like a finishing maneuver here. Package pile driver with a kick to the head. 1, 2, 3. So the Kingdom defeat the infantry in our second match. If I could spell Kingdom or infantry.
Great look by the infantry, but you're facing the best when you come in the Ring of Honor. Infantry showing you over and over again.
Here we go. There's your results so far. Who got that one right? Oh, shit. They're doing the Zack Sabre Jr. fight right now. So that was 50-50, so some people didn't get that right.
Heart stand for. Not only in the name does it stand for heart, but it stands about seizing opportunities and making moments. They call me last minute. Come wrestle Colt Cabana in the very first show of the comeback of Ring of Honor. I did that. Not only did I do that, I made moments. And tonight, I wrestle Zack Sabre Jr. for the New Japan TV title.
Hey, this one should be good. You guys might remember Blake Christian. He was in NXT for a while.
Zack Sabre Jr. and become the New Japan World TV champion.
ROH Wrestling isn't the only thing back, is it? Zack Sabre Jr.
All right.
Is back in the United States of America. Rejoice.
Zack Sabre Jr. back in the United States of America. I'm sorry. Connection now. The thing is, I had a challenge. I heard Danielson say he wants to be in the G1 next year, and he wants to take Kingston and a couple other people with him. Claudio. They're worried Tony Khan won't let him go because that's 1 month out with like 4 or 5 people. All right, here we go. World Television Championship. So we're getting match after match. Not a lot of fluff. Just a little bit of interview with Blake Christian in the back before this one. We're ready. Here comes Zack Sabre first. Champion out first. Hey, that's my Wrestling Days impersonation. Man. No, I I think it's still early days for the infantry, said Jade. Yeah, you're right, Jade. All right, who's with me? I'm 2-0. And this one, I got Zack Sabre defending this one. I'll take Zack Sabre Jr. defend the title. I don't know if they'll put a champion on someone already. Is anybody out there else watching this with me? Turmoil's 1-1. There you go. Be honest. Jackhammer's 2-0. Anybody else? Andy Price is 2-0. We'll keep it going. We'll see who gets the best record. Who else is Honor Club watching this on ROH? WatchROH.com. Blake Christian coming out.
The challenger, Blake Christian, heads into this bout and has really stepped up his game. He's taken on all challengers as of late, including Swerve. Yeah, Takahashi, Juice Robinson, and he ended the year on New Japan Strong with a huge win against Kita.
It should be a good one. We got Blake Christian in the ring. Zack Sabre Jr. setting him up. There's the belt. New Japan World. Kind of a weird belt, just like a square. 2 square side plates, like a green strap. I'm partially colorblind, so it might not be green. So the first title defended on Ring of Honor's new TV is the New Japan Television Championship. There's the handshake, Code of Honor. And Zack Sabre Jr. sizing up Blake Christian. Now, from what I'm hearing, the people that you see here today and next week are going to be the ones that are signed to ROH. Whether they fight for AEW or stay with New Japan as well, that's yet to be determined. But these are those that you should get used to seeing on Ring of Honor TV. Whether they mix in some of the other big stars, Adam Cole, Claudio. Claudio is going to be on here today. I mean, it seems like him. Samoa Joe, I think, would be too as the TV champ. We'll do our predictions here in a little bit when the boys show up for WrestleSense. We will be predicting AEW Revolution. We got 8 matches. I'm sure they'll add like 8 more on Friday. Zack Sabre Jr. trying to wear down Blake Christian. He's got both arms pulled behind his back, just wrenching away on it. Head in the middle of the shoulder blades. Front flip. Wow, he's in that hole by Blake Christian. Now Blake Christian throws him down. Blake Christian gives himself a 2 thumbs up. A lot of New Japan involvement between tours. Yeah.
His downfall was that he wasn't quite aggressive enough. And really, he was fighting the clock and Zack Sabre.
Zack Sabre Jr. now working on the left arm of Blake Christian.
Wrist lock here, and he's taking Sabre's just looking for one body part to take apart. And once he finds that body part,
Zack Sabre now got Blake down. He's twisting his ear. He's just wrenching away at his ear. And he's making fun of the referee. Now back to work on the arm, toying with the crowd a little bit. He's working on his fingers. He's bending fingers. Now bend his whole hand backwards. Has Blake Christian down on the mat. Sabre Jr. just manipulating his wrist and his elbow and his arm, just bending his arm and his elbow. Stomp on the back of the shoulder. That left arm worked on consistently by Zack Sabre Jr.
The leader of the Mighty Don't Kneel, TMDK in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
staying with it too, man. He starts the game. He's able to wow.
Zack Sabre Jr. There's a second little moonsault there while he was being held up by Blake Christian. Now headlock applied by Sabre, running the ropes. Shoulder tackle by Christian. Little cartwheel over top of him. 2 count by Christian. Great to see everybody hit them thumbs up. We're going to watch Ring of Honor first and then go over to the WrestleSense podcast right here and predict what we think is going to go down in Revolution. That's this Sunday. Still debating on whether or not I'm going to do a watch along for Revolution. Over the top rope, but Sabre caught him. Sabre caught him. Caught him by the head. Trying to throw him back in the ring. Zack Sabre Jr. puts his feet on both sides of his head and twists his legs. Christian writhing in pain. Calling out Brian Danielson, saying he's the best technical wrestler in the world. Zack Sabre Jr. says he is.
He's a master of sarcasm in his display of action and in his replies to referee and everything he does. And it's all intentional.
He's like 83% picked Zack Sabre. Brooklyn Joker's cheering for Sabre Jr. Christian stands back up. Forearm smash by Blake Christian. Sabre's going to test it. Take another forearm. And an uppercut there by Zack Sabre Jr. I think they just announced the time limit. It was an announcement by the ring announcer. Not sure what he said. Jesse Jackhammer's cheering for Zack Sabre Jr. as well. Got his knee trapped right now. Sabre Jr. working on Christian. Cook Zack originally as well, says Turmoil. You got to kind of think, first title match, Zack Sabre coming over that he's going to defend. But Blake Christian's putting up a good fight. Snapmare, and he flips and lands on his feet. Blake Christian has him tied up in the ropes. Kind of a 619, but on the bottom rope. Springboard cross body from outside to inside. And Blake Christian getting the fans riled up. Small audience, kind of like an Impact show or an NXT show. Universal Studios is where they're at.
Shoulder. He caught that kick. Wow. Pushing out, pressing up. Hip up.
Blake Christian eyeing him up, making a running start to the corner. Sabre gets out of the way. Now Blake hops over. For an Alabama slam, maybe?
Alabama slam.
Yes.
He's got those fingers locked. And wow, flips him into the corner.
Wheelbarrow flips him into the corner, kicks him in the back of the damn head.
Sabre is dazed, and that's the third impact on the back of his head. Hooks it tight.
Christian with a 2 count. Kick out by Zack Sabre Jr. there.
Sabre's in a lot of trouble right now. 3 hits directly to the back of his head, to the back of his neck. This is what Blake Christian needed for it open. And you see the fans who are on their edges of their seats here, Universal Orlando. Blake Christian with an opportunity.
Blake Christian sizing him up for something here.
Pushing the pace, but can he last 15 minutes if he needs to? Well, I'll tell you what.
Arm trap. Reversal by Sabre. Front chancery here by Zack Sabre.
And trying to power out of it. Instead, the hips. Swings the hips.
Suplex there by Zack.
Not trying to cover, he's just trying to separate, try to recover there.
No, I'm moving, Jade. Over here. Over here, Jade. Over here, Jade. They're not moving. Zack Sabre Jr. coming back to the middle of the ring, picking up Blake Christian to a vertical base, and there's an uppercut.
Christian must defeat Zack Sabre, or Sabre walks out with the title in hand. But I don't know if you can see it.
Uppercut again by Zack.
Blake Christian's legs are not cooperating with him. His legs are going on the first time. Sign of conditioning failing.
Someone had a WCW Thunder t-shirt on. That's great.
Nelson spins him around. European uppercut.
European uppercuts like crazy by Zack Sabre. Like all those uppercuts I've been calling, they're European uppercuts.
Christian pulling down the ropes. That's the clothesline. Christian up and over. Spear.
Outside spear on the outside apron by Blake Christian.
Saber's safe on the outside of the ring. He can buy that time.
I'll be you. Blake is not going to let him go. He's got him in his crosshair.
Blake Christian over the top rope again. This time he got Sabre. I keep saying Sabre. Zack Sabre. Sabre Jr.
Christian bringing Sabre back into the ring.
I think they're saying Sabre.
Case here. He's got
Springboard again, off the top. Big knee strike
knocked him out. You can see the
to
way he
Sabre
forward
Jr.
there. I don't know if Christian knows he may have knocked him out.
Blake Christian may have knocked him out,
He's dead
but he's helping him up. He should have went for the pin there. Blake Christian should have went for the kill right there. Ducks under, and Sabre got him in a stretch. He's going to knock him out. He's got a tap.
Cobra twist style move here.
He's in big shit.
Oh, wrenching it back on his deep.
Submission applied. Blake Christian trying to keep the hands off his face. Ooh, another submission. Behind his head, behind his back. Oh, he got to the damn ropes.
Blake to go to the ropes there.
Nobody transitions like Sabre, man. He went from that wrench that was contorting the body to cutting off the air circulation of Blake Christian.
Fans are trying to get into it now.
Play like I said, Sabre always first went to his feet, and he's playing with him now. Yeah, it's conditioned. It's all conditioned from here on out.
Sabre, to note, is 9-1 in matches under 15 minutes in the last year. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, now he's messing with the heart.
So 10 minutes gone, 5 minutes to go. 10 minute in the TV title match is big chop by Christian. Sabre sucking it in.
Back here. Blake with an opportunity.
Sabre Jr. says, bring it. And another one to the chest.
Delivering knife edge chops.
A third one.
Across the breastplate.
Zack Sabre trying to take them all. Fourth chop. Oh, winded up, but Sabre caught that one. Zack Sabre uppercut to the arm. There's a European uppercut again. Into the corner. Counter. Flippity dippity. Holy hell. He just called out Danielson. That's the one we have in our fantasy action wrestling show too. He just called out Danielson. After one of his moves, he looked at a camera and said, "I'm the best technical wrestler, not you, Brian." That one's got to happen at the next Forbidden Door. You got to think they're having another one. Reversal now into a chicken wing.
And that is that's a Kimura style hold here.
Kimura lock. Like a reverse Kimura lock. Christian kick to the face. Blake Christian's doing really well here. Brainbuster by Blake.
Outside leg. That's going to do it. Just a 2 count.
2.5 count.
It's the first time in the match where we're seeing Sabre. It was second time he's in desperation mode right here. He cannot get right to his feet. All he can do is keep his shoulders off the mat. And like I said, his neck was already in trouble. He's grabbing right back to his neck.
Blake Christian crawling to the ropes again. He wants to do another springboard. Like the AJ Styles phenomenal forearm. Blake Christian has done a bunch of these springboards. Springboard over, block. Now kind of like a lethal injection, springboard off the other ropes and kick Sabre. 3 minutes remaining. Flippity dippity. Caught him with head scissors. Reverse head scissors now. Sabre Jr. flips him over. Rear naked choke. Oh my goodness. Zack Sabre Jr. just put him into 4 or 5 different submission moves. Finally got his arm trap back. Head scissors, arm trapped. He's tapping. Wow. He just went from 1 to 2 to like 3 or 4 different submission moves. And Zack Sabre Jr.
Sensational effort from Christian here. Zack Sabre Jr. just had an answer for everything and a stamina to push it 100% through the 15 minutes.
That was impressive. That was a good fight. All right. There's your results. Hey, that was a good one. We'll be right back with our next fight. Stay tuned, guys. A little handshake afterwards. Let's see.
What a match that was.
face-to-face, head-to-head afterwards. Sabre Jr. sticks his hand out. There's a handshake. Code of honor again after the match.
Coming up later
There's
tonight,
an interview with Takeshita.
On Takeshita. But first, from my understanding, Mark, you have an offer you want to talk about?
Well, yeah, definitely. It's sort of an offer, but really it's a command. Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to break it down for you. This match is not going to happen. 3 reasons. Number 1, I am MJF's lawyer, okay? You hit him from behind, conflict of interest. Number 2, I don't like you. I don't like the cut of your jib, so it's not happening. Number 3, Josh, he really wanted his first Ring of Honor match against somebody of, a higher caliber, okay? So I talked to him. Here's what we came up with, and I think it's a great idea. We're going to cancel the match. We're going to split the winner's purse 50-50, actually 55-45. After my legal fees, you get the 45. And I think we're going to call it a day. What do you think? Here's the contract. Just need you to sign it. Take a look at it right there, okay?
Show me. Yep. And hey, I'll personally throw an extra 10 grand on top of it.
10 grand!
Just for you.
Take a look at that right there, yeah. That right there. No. This is the biggest mistake of your... He's a national champion.
21 years ago, a new promotion emerged and reinvigorated professional wrestling for a fan base that was starved for it. And that promotion was Ring of Honor. Well, now, 2023, a new era, new owners. With all the changes that have happened, 2 things are still the same. The competition is still the toughest in the land, and Christopher Daniels is still in the thick of it. And let me give fair warning to each and every member of the Ring of Honor roster. For all the things that I've already done, there's a lot more that I want to do. So if you stand in my way, say your prayers.
Up now on Ring of Honor Wrestling, former Grand Slam champion Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel, goes one-on-one against Rohit Raju. This match is symbolic of a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring, just out of Los Angeles, California, weighing 215 pounds, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
All right.
It's a new era.
Chris Daniels' little promo.
But an ROH original returns to the
And here we go. Chase Bishop in the house. Good to see you.
Competing here as the maiden ship set sail with Ryse. You can't talk about Ring of Honor without talking about Christopher Daniels and also the newcomers that come. Incoming by Joel. Wrestling out of Hagurda, India, weighing 172 pounds. Rohit Raju. Rohit Raju is an exciting competitor, former Impact X-Division champion. A great test for both men. We talked about Daniels.
All right, there's your poll up. Go ahead and
He's a former Grand Slam champion.
let me know who you think's going to win. The poll is up. Rohit Raju versus Christopher Daniels. You heard Christopher Daniels, a Grand Slam champion at ROH. Daniels, a veteran, a legend in ROH era. Now, Code of Honor, hand extended by Christopher Daniels, and they shake hands. Now size each other up. There's the bell. Christopher Daniels, singlet top, pants bottom, it looks like. Rohit with shorts, and here we go. Best moonsault ever, says Drum Monkey. We'll see if we get to see it here tonight. I have a feeling we will. Raju stomping away at Daniels in the corner to start out. Forearm smash in the corner now, hip toss down.
Speed on her. Absolutely. Raju very explosive. And
Still controlling the pace is Raju. Has him in the second rope, choking him with the rope. Referee breaks it. Another kick to the gut here. Off the ropes, ducks under. Hip toss, no reversal to an arm drag by Daniels. Daniels with a kick. Now right hand jabs. Chris Daniels having him run the ropes here. Leg lariat. Chris Daniels got to be up there in age too. He's looking good so far. We're ready for a suplex here, center of the ring. Suplex by Christopher Daniels.
Talk about the Iron Man match he had with Christopher Daniels here.
Elbows to the back of the neck of Raju right now. Off the ropes. The other Raju. Grabbing the legs of Daniels. Raju's boy. Oh, clothesline. I missed his name.
Give me a break, and there's nothing Mike Posey can do about it because Raju, they had this coordinator.
Raju thrown back in the ring. Daniels back in the ring. Cover 2 count. Hey, what's that?
Oh, cover 2 count.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Yo,
Say something.
I'm saying something.
Can't hear you. Now I hear. I heard you say yo.
Yeah, I've been talking.
Does he hit man miss, but comes back around downstairs? Big double stop. I like that deep sweep.
No?
Two count
Big.
there. And that
It's a
double
big
stop.
delay when you talk,
Never
though.
watched that from the
I don't know. Let me leave and I'll come back in.
Dragon stomp. It was one of his finishing moves.
Yeah, try it.
With that extra impact, it's
Try it again. Get out of here, CJ, and come. This is a big delay. Right hands here by Raju. He's unloading on Christopher Daniels. The one with the bald head for the win, says Jade Barrett. There you go.
But can he bounce back? Can he get back in the win column here for Grace?
Well, we will see right here. This is the opportunity to do so, but he has his hand. Wow! That was so high on the shoulder and the head. You can see him. You can see Rajiv grabbing his hands. He's trying to get feeling his hands, trying to make sure he can feel
Slow to get up is Daniels. Raju sizing him up. Big lariat there. Double chop by Daniels. Jumping clothesline that time by Daniels. Christopher Daniels tossing like a sack of potatoes. Daniels has Rohit in bad shape right now. Double underhook, was looking for it. Nice counter by Rohit. Now Raju's going up to the top rope. Boys at the top rope, coming out, misses. Daniels got out of the way. Christopher Daniels in the corner, catches a big boot. Now disc gets caught. Daniels setting him up. Now say something.
Can you hear me now? What do you got going on here, dude?
I can hear you now.
You can
Daniels
or no?
gets it. It's this weird delay. Let me see if it's.
And as we progress in the new era of Ring of Honor, Christopher Daniels, an ROH original, picks up a huge victory.
All right, Drum Monkey, we'll be here.
From the era of honor begins in
I don't know, man. What do you got going on there? My settings all look good.
Thursday nights, Christopher Daniels, bona fide certified Ring of Honor. What a victory. Welcome to the new era of Ring of Honor.
Check.
I can hear you, but it's like after you say it, then I hear it.
I don't. Maybe that's because you have other audio going on. I don't know.
No, that shouldn't do much. That's just picking up from my mic.
I don't know. It's weird,
So
man.
how are you, I guess?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Just got home from dinner. You know? Super Card of Honor.
It's been not bad so far. It's a very even keeled pace of the show here. Not much. I'm putting the results up. We got 4 matches in already.
Yeah, I bet you there'll be one more.
Briscoe won. Kingdom over the Infantry. Zack Sabre Jr. over Christian. And we say.
Okay. Can you hear me any better now?
I've got the former ROH Tag Team Champions, the professional Rhett Titus. And
Rhett Titus getting interviewed.
What are your guys' paths that you're going to choose now that you're back here, Ring of Honor?
Well, to be honest, the path remains the same. Because that path, I started off 17 years ago, right here, my whole entire career spent in Ring of Honor. And that path is...
There's Wheels. What's happening? Hot Wheels. Good to see you.
And
So let's get back to it now. We just had this match.
Life to get to Ring of Honor. Because
Yeah, brother, yeah.
Wrestling that I love. What professional wrestling should be.
I'll be right back.
There, we became a team.
So it looks like
And we worked
Takeshita and Josh Woods next. That'll be a good one.
We had that goal in our grasp. Each of us becoming world
All right,
television
we'll
champions.
be here.
Together becoming world tag
No
team
time zone
champions.
difference, Jade.
But it was snatched away from us. So we don't take this lightly. And our path is singular. Our focus is singular. To once and for all achieve that goal. Work harder than ever and restore honor to ROH.
Sorry, just Aussie Open. What
Aussie Open. Aussie Open showing up.
Sorry, boys, but we couldn't help but overhear you listing off your accolades and accomplishments. And
Could be a tag team challenge here.
For you. So happy you found success in Ring of Honor in the past, but this is Ring of Honor 2023. And in 2023, there is no better tag team in the world than Aussie Open.
Aussie Open saying they're the best tag team.
So, Ring of Honor Television next week, if you'd like to have a little tag team professional wrestling contest, we'll happily adhere to your code of honor. We'll shake your hands at the start of the match as long as you guys are man enough to adhere to the code of honor after and shake our hands after we
win. We'll shake your hands before the match as long as you'll shake ours after we beat you. There you go. That's good. You got Aussie Open, one of the newer tag teams versus a tag team of the past in ROH. Josh Woods and Takeshita coming up next. All right, let me put the poll up. Hey, I'm 4-0 so far here, man. What else? Who else is 4-0? So here we got Takeshita.
Josh Woods. Credit where credit's due. Smart Mark Sterling has found a winner and a blue chip athlete. The technical beast Josh Woods. I'd say there's no.
All right, take your picks in the chat now. The poll is up. Takeshita and Josh Woods.
Former Ring of Honor Pure Champion.
Josh Woods out first. Here comes Takeshita. We got a couple people picking Josh, couple people picking Takeshita. It's even so far.
But not quite as popular as the crowd comes alive. Here comes Takeshita.
Jesse Jackhammer cheering for Josh Woods. Takeshita getting in the ring here.
You know, win or lose, this guy always has exciting matches. This guy has money written all over him. Took himself to his limit and the limit of Bryan Danielson.
Like I said, very much an NXT type of crowd. They got a big LED screen along the whole back wall. Universal Studios, it's a smaller, like a Impact type of crowd, pretty much. Takeshita and Josh Woods. Who you got in this one, CJ? It's a good one.
I'm gonna go with Takeshita. Can you not hear me?
No, you're good now.
Am I? Okay.
Yeah, it is good now. It was, you know how every once in a while when Doc comes in, his voice is behind.
Yeah.
That's all it was, just like a second. Now it's good.
Huh, that's weird. That's weird.
You're weird.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong there.
It kind of feels like an AEW Dark show, to be honest.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, as far as
the crowd size and the fact that most of the matches you kind of know who's going to win. Like there's like this one's up, this one's kind of up in the air, but kind of knew Daniel.
I don't think it is.
Kind of knew Danielson. I mean, Christopher Daniels is going to win. Briscoe started us off. Shit, let me get the banner back up. The Kingdom. I don't know who the infantry was. They were pretty decent though.
Yeah.
The Sabre and Christian match was really good.
Okay.
Zack Sabre put him in like 5 different submission moves at once. It was really weird at the end. He just kept.
I'd be into that.
Kept switching to different. It was very, very strange. And finally, he just tapped out.
Okay.
I don't know much about Josh Woods, but
he's good. He's solid, man.
He was in Impact, wasn't he?
No, he was in Ring of Honor. I don't know if he did anything in Impact or not, but.
Shoulder block going nowhere. Woods back now. It's kind of a power struggle here. Takeshita takes him down. Fans going nuts. Forth. Not much action from the crowd until now. Like the first couple of matches weren't that great. I mean, it's a new thing. Now they taped all the matches for next week. I have the list here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like it was probably a long day, and depending on like the order of the taping, I don't know if they do it in sequential order or just wherever. You know what I mean?
Well, I found a list of results, and I put these slides according to the results, and so far they're going right in a row.
Are they? Okay.
So I think when I show the slide with all the matches for next week, it should fall right in line. Tony Deppen challenged Samoa Joe, so that's happening next week.
Oh, that'd be cool. Tony Deppen's all right.
I saw a video earlier where they're kind of the ones that are on these 2 shows. They're pretty much locking down as Ring of Honor talent now, which I like, kind of separating them at first.
I think that's what's going to end up happening with Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, because he quit. Yeah.
Yeah, people are like losing their mind over it already. Well, yeah, he quit. He quit AEW to go to Ring of Honor.
Yeah, just so happens right when Ring of Honor's starting, he does that.
Yeah.
I like it though. I like it.
It's different. It's
a reason for him to go over there.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping I don't want to say non-big names, but I want a couple big names over there too. Not that some of these guys aren't, Claudio and Samoa Joe.
Right.
Lady Frost is fighting on here.
Her and Willow
yep.
Nightingale, I believe.
Yep.
Willow Nightingale. Yeah.
So we've got a nice little crowd here so far. You guys, I appreciate you guys coming through. I got the first 4 right. I think a couple other people did. Turmoil got one wrong. Which one did you get wrong, Turmoil? I mean, they've been pretty cut and dry. Some people I could see picking. I think Jesse picked Josh in this one. Yeah, they did 2 days of taping, Andy. I have the list, but I didn't want to show it yet because they've already did 2 interviews that are setting up those matches for next week.
Now, was it 2 days or was it like an afternoon session and a night session in the same day?
They taped it all in one big shot.
That's right.
But it's 2 different. It's this week and next week's show.
Right.
I don't like the tape thing. I mean, I understand why, but
it's probably more financially feasible.
Yeah. But because of the way the internet is, it's so hard not to find the results or see.
Well, yeah, but
2 count for Takeshita. Big knee blocked by Woods. Oh, it looked like he hit him in the dick. Solar plexus.
Hit him in the dick.
He did a Hadouken.
Right in the cough.
Diving shoulder tackle. That was nice. Takeshita selling his stomach still from the previous shot. I dig it. Josh Woods has his mouthpiece in. That's the same one that's in this picture. It looks like he has friggin' dinosaur teeth or some shit. It's really weird when he smiles. Takeshita throws him down center of the ring. He's going to go up top here. Really still selling a solar plexus injury, I guess they called it. Woods is up, pushes him off the top rope. Now he's falling down on the apron here. Now they're going to do some moves. They do so many more moves on the apron nowadays. Like back in the day, they didn't do very many moves on the apron. You know?
I mean, I get it, but I don't know.
He's looking for a suplex on the apron. They're in the middle of the apron, so he can't really do a suplex. There's a kick to the gut. DDT. DDT onto the apron, but Takeshita jumped to the floor. That wasn't too bad.
They got to be getting ready to take it home. It's 7:59. Is this only supposed to be an hour?
I think it's 2 hours.
Really?
There's still... There's
that already happened.
All these matches are tonight. And we're only through half of them.
Yeah. 2 count only, bro. 2 count only. Ian Riccaboni.
Riccaboni.
Riccaboner. What's up, Walter? Wally.
Wally's got, I mean, a couple people cheering for Josh Woods.
I like Josh Woods, but he's not going to win. I promise you that.
No, I think Takeshita gets the win. I don't know who this infantry team is. They said their name. I didn't catch on to it.
Can you can't make it
right
bigger?
There.
That's Captain Sean Dean.
Oh yeah, they did say Sean Dean.
And I don't know who the other guy is.
Dr. Bomb. Now big knee strike by Josh. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Shoulder up just in time.
Yeah, the one guy is Captain Sean Dean.
I thought one of the names was familiar, and that was it.
Yeah. Other guy, give me 2 seconds, and I'll find out who it is.
So we got Metalik and Davari next. Oh, no, we got the 6-man match next. I don't know who Rex Lawless, LSG, or Joe Keys is.
I know who Rex Lawless is, and I know who Joe Keys is.
Well,
I've worked with both of them.
Cool. Brian Cage has been getting a lot of TV time recently. He's been on the last couple of weeks of Dynamite now. I don't think that's for the title, but they're having a 6-man match.
Okay, the other guy is Carly Bravo.
Carly Bravo.
He was real big on like dark and whatnot. So
I want to see if you do see like someone like Danielson or Adam Cole or someone, you know, every once in a while jump over to an ROH show or something.
I think you would. I mean, it would make sense, but
they have a pay-per-view at the end of the month, so they're going to have to start putting it together.
Yeah.
Right hand block, Josh Woods. Toss him over. He's hyped. But Takeshita, German. Boy, they act like that was a finishing maneuver. It was a friggin' German. Now he's calling for a finisher. Discus forearm. Oh, they both hit each other with forearms. Both men are down. See, I didn't watch a lot of the old ROH, so I
didn't either, but
I don't have a lot to compare to. If you know, I mean, it's good fighting so far if that's what they're going for. And they basically went match to match to match. The only thing they've had in between is little interview.
Okay.
So it's been a good pace. Like I said, 4 matches in the first hour? Well, you got 10, so. None of them were quick matches.
No. They're giving him some time.
The Danielson one was – the Zack Sabre, they had a good bit of time for Christian and Sabre. Keep saying Sabre.
Zack Sabre.
Zack Sabre.
Unique New York.
Yes, Jade. Yes, Jade. Let's take a shit out.
No, it's Takeshita.
Hey, I wouldn't – I'd feel worse if he didn't actually use that on TV, so he approved someone to say it.
Yeah.
So he must not mind it too much. Hopefully he's a good trooper. Is he like 20 years old or something too? Takeshi, isn't he real young?
He is pretty young.
Fruit roll up. Only 2. Bridge off of German. 1, 2, 3. Takeshita wins. German and held onto the bridge for the 3 count.
I mean, I told you. Kind of know what I'm talking about
I
here.
kind of figure that's what I'm saying. Like this show, it's like I'm saying, I'm not knocking, it's good, but it seems predictable to me so far. Like, I don't know if there's going to be, like, if I was booking the first show of ROH's comeback, I'd want some kind of surprise or something talking point after it's over.
Yeah.
And right now it's just ROH is rebooted. There's the handshake afterwards. Respect from both men. Still want to know what they're going to do with Briscoe and the tag titles. They got to do something with those.
It's the first episode of ROH
Claudio.
here on Honor Club, and it's the first
Claudio.
and it's the first matchup between you.
Brian
and
Danielson
AR
was in an
Fox.
interview.
How
He
are
said
you
he wants
handling this
he doesn't think Tony Khan will let him do it, but he wants to do the G1 next year, and he wants to take Kingston and Claudio and one other person with him.
I seen that, yeah.
Like this every single day. That's why we wake up.
Which it's kind of cool that he understands the business perspective that Tony might not let him go and why. But you got to think that's one of the things he really wants to do. But that's a month away.
I mean, I think it's only going to be good publicity
yeah, I think it'd be good for both.
Yeah, for sure.
On Ring of Honor, on Honor Club.
But when Danielson first signed, that was like one of the things that he said he really wants to work New Japan. He knew he had a better chance through AEW than WWE. Was a good match. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Very exciting. Claudio Castagnoli, AR Fox, still to come.
Quality Castagnoli. Claudio Castagnoli. And AR Fox. That's your main event. All right. Time for the 6-man match. Let me put the poll up. If you guys in the chat.
You like polls.
I like putting my poll up.
Oh, yeah.
6-man match. Let's see how they run 6-man matches in ROH. It's like AEW where they just pretty much a tornado tag match.
Pretty much anything goes. I don't know.
So Embassy versus Keys, Lawless. I don't know what an LSG is, but we're about to find out.
I've heard of LSG as well. I know Rex Lawless and Joe Keys.
699 pounds. Joe Keys. Rex Lawless. They didn't get an entrance. It's already,
I don't see this one lasting long.
Yeah, no bell, and we got fight on the outside, fight on the inside, and fight on the other side. So it's already chaos. Embassy just tossing these guys around. Yeah, this one might be a squash.
Oh, it's gonna be.
Big man taking him up the ramp. Toa. The cage in the ring, code of honor. Hey, he did shake his hand at least. Khan, Toa, Leona, and Brian Cage. Between Tama Tonga, Toa Leona, Toa Tonga, Tama Toa, Toa Tonga, and so many of those names that are so similar.
Yeah, bud.
It kind of sucks that Brian Cage is stuck in 6-man action. So what would you do with Kingston if he came out to ROH? You go ahead and go for the title, for the ROH title?
I mean, I think he already is at that pay-per-view.
So he takes on the winner of...
It's supposed to be him and Claudio. I think it's already been advertised a few weeks ago. If I'm remembering right.
I think you're right. But that's on the 31st. No, not that Rex, Jade. Not that Rex. Love to see Danielson in a G1 slot. Yeah, so many matches. And like Danielson said in an interview, if he would go over there with a handful of people, it would be such a fun time. And you got to think it would. I wouldn't want to be the only. Well, there's other Americans over there, but still. It would be cool to have like a contingent. like a AEW team over there trying to fight for it. Superplex from the second rope outside of the ring into the ring by Brian Cage. Now that's Khan. I know that one. Now they're posing. All three of them are posing outside the ring in the middle of the match. All right. Still a squash. Now right hands to both the guys announced. It's 3-on-1. It's a 3-on-1 beatdown right now. All three in the ring just with one of those guys. Clothesline to the chest and clothesline to the back at the same time. Double. Now they rocked him, threw him into a bomb, and Cage caught him and bombed him. 1, 2, 3. So they swung him like you do a little kid, and they threw him towards Cage. Cage caught him and bombed him. It looked okay. I'm sure they can make that look even better. And there you have it. Another wiener.
You heard it here first. WrestleSense.
6. Got the Embassy. Defeated Keys. Wallace. And LSG.
Where if you don't get it from the side, you're not getting it at all.
That's right, bitches. There you go. We got 6 matches down. A couple more to go. Let's see which one's next.
Oh, yeah.
Metalik versus Ari Daivari. So we get a little high-flying action here. This match might have happened in WWE 8 years ago. I don't know if they were there at the same time.
205 Live.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I'm serious. I think it did happen already.
We got a legit 205 Live match.
Yeah.
Well, they were calling him Mascaro Dorado or something, Metalik.
Yeah.
Now they're calling him Metalik. I dig that.
Well, yeah, before it was Grand Metalik and Aria Daivari. So
true. So they just changed a couple letters. I mean, I understand that. You got a little bit of name recognition from over there, so try to keep it somewhat. Slim J coming out with him. The Trust Busters with Smart Mark Sterling.
That's what I think of that.
I figure for a couple weeks I'll try out the Honor Club, and if it doesn't start, it's got to get better. It's got to get better going towards a pay-per-view, you'd think. But I think this show is going to be like a mix of a dark and a dynamite. Like you'll get 1 or 2 big, like high value matches, and you're going to get rest just showcasing people against somebody.
I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
I really do wish it was on something other than, like maybe if they got a Warner streaming service where you pay $10 for AEW and ROH, that would be more worth it. I pay 10 for freaking Peacock.
I pay nothing for Peacock.
But the Peacock thing, all you got to do is watch a couple pay-per-views, and that pays it off if you were going to buy all the pay-per-views.
Yeah, but...
Or premium live events, I'm sorry.
PLE.
No, it was a tiger. That was a burp from CJ, not a tiger growl.
That was a tiger growl. I said, "Burr, it's cold in here."
All right, Daivari. They got little advertisements for the AEW Revolution stuff. We'll be picking those matches here shortly. Picking our wieners. We're going to pick our wieners for the Revolution. They now have 8 matches. I never get no holds barred matches. Isn't that just like... That's what Jungle Boy Jack Perry and Christian Cage is a no holds barred match.
Are they wrestling Sunday?
Yeah. Did you see Dynamite last night?
I did, but I didn't know if they were like. I heard like.
Did you see the promo that Jack Perry did?
It was all right.
Digging the grave
or something. Yeah.
I thought they were going to have like a casket match or a buried alive match or some shit.
Yeah.
But no holds barred. I'm like, what holds are normally barred that you can now use in a no holds barred match? That's what I don't understand.
I mean, pillar to post, wall to wall, rock 'em, sock 'em, extreme hardcore kick
same thing. Death match is just a last man standing match.
Texas death
match. I just don't understand no holds barred anymore. Like back in the day, I think you couldn't do a pile driver and something else, but in a no holds barred you can do it. But now you can do anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know what holds that were barred are now available. just doesn't make sense to me.
None of it makes sense.
And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 title matches Sunday. I think all the champs might retain. That would be kind of anticlimactic.
Well,
Metalik slides to the outside. Now jibber jabbing with Slim J. Daivari throws him right into the post. Now to you, what's the hardest part of the ring? The apron or the steel post? I know everyone says it's the apron.
I mean, if you're taking your dome to the post, it's going to hurt a lot more than taking your head to the apron. I'm just saying.
That's my point.
The hardest part of the ring to bump on is the apron. But you're not really bumping on the post.
I've seen people power bomb someone to a post.
Yeah.
But you're right. More than likely, you're just getting thrown into the post.
It's more of a controlled situation. So. Oh yeah.
Don't steal the post, Wally. Leave it there. They need all those posts. The one thing I do hope we get now is less ROH. Like, let these guys fight on this show every week. Don't mix them into the AEW show anymore. Separate them. Like Samoa Joe, he should lose. He should lose that title. No, he should lose the TNT title, and then he should just come over here and stick with ROH for a while.
I think that might be what takes place.
Because Wardlow, the winner, is going to fight Hobbs now because of the ladder match.
Yeah.
And Wardlow and Hobbs already have history. Well, so does Joe. But that would be a good example to me of hot potato a title where it makes sense. Wardlow lost it. Joe did the hair thing, and now they fight each other. Wardlow can win it back, and I don't see a problem with that. Some people might.
No, I mean, I don't see a problem.
What do you think about all this talk of Kenny Omega might go to WWE? Have you heard any of that?
I think he might.
Like,
and I'd be more
it's
than
up in
okay
April,
with
I
that.
think.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, soon.
Well, no, it's not. It's November.
Oh, okay. I thought it was April. No. Oh, today is Jay White.
It was supposed to be April, but because of his injury, they added however long he was out injured onto his contract. So I think it's supposed to be around November. Don't quote me on that.
That would be strange. I mean, I see why. I mean, the money's right in front of you and a lot more exposure.
Yeah.
And Cody's like the gatekeeper that's already over there.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot more people, man.
I wouldn't mind it. Especially if they treat them like we've seen Cody treat them. Jericho said he wants to retire in AEW. I saw that.
Yeah, he said he ain't going back.
That's crazy.
I ain't fucking going back.
What about if they're like, hey, we're going to give you this much, induct you into the Hall of Fame? I give him credit for having that attitude.
Walks, you know what I mean?
The more I thought about going on one of them cruises, I don't know if I'd be down for it.
I would.
I think if it was like how many days is it? I think I'd only want 3 days, then I'd be good.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Plus, I'm not really a fan of drunk people.
Neither am I. Ha!
But that's what I'm saying. I'm sure dealing with a lot of deliberate drunks every night there would get old.
No, I mean, When are we switching over? Right at 8:30, brother, or what?
Wait and see when those guys come over.
Well, they better be here for 8:30, bud.
Well, all we have is picked Revolution matches.
Oh, okay.
So even if it's 9 o'clock, we're only going to pick the Revolution matches, and that's it.
Well,
and that shouldn't be a half an hour or so. It's what, 8? Yeah. Well, 8 matches now. There was 7. Now there's 8.
Is Swerve and Keith Lee on the pay-per-view or no?
They'll get added tomorrow.
I hope not.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. The last 2 pay-per-views have had 15 matches. This one has 8, but one of them's an hour Iron Man match. That's got to take up 3 minutes.
Not going to be over until like midnight.
Yeah. That's
why starts at 8 o'clock, right?
I think so. That's why I'm kind of debating not doing a watch along because I don't want to do a 5-hour watch along. Although tonight I'm doing 5 hours.
bud. You're on your own, bud.
Daivari misses. Here comes Metalik. I didn't put this one up for a poll, did I? It's almost over. A couple of you guys out there haven't gotten any wrong yet. Let's see if I can hurry and get it on here. Metallica.
Grand Metalik.
Ari. Referee distracted. Metalik has him in a pin. Smart Mark Sterling was distracting the ref. He had the 3 count. Now complaining to the ref. Daivari from behind. Chicken wing. Big clothesline. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. I got the pull up just for the end of the match. I lost that one. I was picking Metalik. So I'm 5-1 now. 14-hour Iron Man match. Book it, bitches.
Nah, how about don't?
Fuck that one. So there we go. 7th match. I think I'm 6-1. Yeah, because I didn't pick this one right. Ari Daivari defeats Metalik. There we go. So we got Mark Briscoe with the win. The Kingdom. Zack Sabre Jr. I hope he sticks around. I'd like to see him a lot more. Christopher Daniels, Takeshita, Embassy, Ari. We got 3 more matches.
AR Fox coming up later tonight.
AR
Fox.
In the main
AR
event
Fox.
of the first ever episode of
What's the
ROH
Fox
television
say?
on Honor Club. How are you feeling going?
AR Fox.
You know,
Yeah,
about
Metalik
10
lost,
years
June,
ago, I
Wally.
was trying out for Ring of Honor.
See what we
but I
got
never
next
got
here.
invited back. I guess they didn't think I was good enough.
Ari
Maybe
Daivari. We got Madison
Went
Rain
on,
and
I
Sky
started
Blue versus the
busting my ass,
Renegades.
trying to
Renegades,
be the
didn't they?
best I could
I think
be.
they just won the
And now
NWA
look
tag
at me.
titles.
They did.
Main event in the first episode.
Wonder if they're gonna be
of
wearing
the
them.
new era
They did.
of Ring of Honor. So Claudio, I'm coming.
Do you
for
think
the
they're having
title.
another Forbidden Door this year, CJ?
Don't
It's
AR Fox,
June
Claudio Castagnoli right here on
24th.
Ring of Honor
Oh, really?
television.
I didn't know they announced it.
They didn't, but I
Oh.
seen somewhere that it was advertised for like tickets.
I would hope so, because last year with all those injuries, there was a bunch of matches we didn't get. We thought we were going to get. So
Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Look, here comes the Renegades out first. Rain and Sky. That's a nice tag team name. Don't even need a name. Pick a wiener.
It appears to be set for Saturday, June 24th.
Ah. Madison Rain, Sky Blue versus the Renegades. Nope, they don't have the title belts with them. I think they just mentioned it, though. Charlotte and Robin.
Yeah.
Andy, yeah, June 24th. Good. Maybe we'll get Zack Sabre and Bryan Danielson.
Sabre, goddammit, Sabre.
I said Sabre.
No, you said Zack Sabre.
Zack Sabre. He did call
Really?
Danielson out during his match. He went over to the camera and said, "I'm the best technical wrestler in the world, not you, Bryan."
Maybe he was talking about different Brian.
Maybe be Brian Blair. Maybe he was talking about him.
Might have been talking about bad boy Brian Anthony. You never know.
Could have been talking about Brian Cage, maybe. I don't know.
Could be talking about Brian Dees.
These who?
These nuts.
Code of Honor. There you go. All 4 shake hands. And there's the bell.
All right, see where those other 2 idiots are at.
Who knows where they're at? They saw the thing. See, I don't know which one's Charlotte and which one's Robin, though. That's the problem here. I haven't seen these 2 enough.
The one that isn't Charlotte Is Robin.
Is Robin. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I know Madison Rayne and Sky Blue. I can tell those two.
Yeah.
It's got to be a good one to have in the ROH women's division, Madison Rayne. She's been around for a while.
Yeah, I like some Sky Blue, too.
I'm glad she doesn't look completely like Cora Jade anymore, because Cora's changed her look, too, but there are some similarities.
Not even close.
Same shoes. Same backwards hat. There we go.
Oh,
What's up,
yeah.
Doc?
Yeah, what's up?
Doc, you got all the picks right so far. You haven't lost any so far.
I haven't lost any yet either because I didn't pick any.
So basically, all the results are on the bottom of the screen, but it's kind of like an NXT feel, Doc, or like an AEW Dark show.
Okay.
So I mean, we had Sabre Jr. and Blake.
Sabre, God damn it, for the 15th
I said
time.
Sabre. It just comes out. I have a lisp, all right.
No,
I have
you
a speech.
don't.
I did when I was a kid. I had to go to speech classes for my S.
Do you want me to fix it for you?
I said that I asked it
Take
like
your
this.
shit on one. Okay.
Yeah, versus Josh Woods. I didn't know who Keys or Lawless was, but CJ said he knew him because he's worked with him before.
Yeah.
Okay.
But AR Fox and Claudia is the main event, and then all we got to do is pick the Revolution matches.
That's cool. That's
Oh,
cool. That's
look at
cool.
Doc
What's up,
getting-
everybody?
Look at Doc getting all the love. What the fuck?
Hey, I love these guys, man.
Look
Thank
at all
you.
this.
You know, I'm
You know
thankful
what I
for fans,
love?
and I'm thankful for Aaron for Aaron's our RWA aficionado. So what
Yeah.
amazing guy he is. Wheels.
The worst wrestling DJ ever. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Wow.
Damn.
There's the heat. There's the heat.
We're-
Will we see CJ in West Newton again? I've said that question numerous times for shit you've done, but you always come back. You're like
I don't
Chucky.
know.
You're like a herpes.
I wouldn't say that. No, I don't
I'm the
think she's
gift
going to
that-
follow anybody
the
to hell.
gift that keeps on giving.
So, Doc, what
From
do you
the
think
side.
about the
What?
news of Kenny Omega maybe going to WWE when his contract's up? I've been seeing it everywhere. You?
When I see it, I'll believe it. You have all these dirt sheets that keep saying things, and anymore, when I see it, I believe it.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. And like CJ said, I wouldn't mind it at this point because he never really had a run there. And if they're going to do him due diligence, it would be now under Triple H with Cody over there, I would think.
You know what I believe? I believe I can fly.
I believe you can touch this guy.
I think about it every night and every day.
You and
Do you
the Rev,
spread your wings?
I do fly away.
All right.
you and the Rev will have to compete for that one.
We both belong in jail after doing that.
I believe I can soar.
I believe I through an open door.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is, I know right now your mind was telling you no, but your
Oh.
body.
But my body. My body is telling me.
Yes. All right.
No,
But
no.
oh Christ.
Please, no.
Yeah, who's winning this one? Madison Rayne and Sky Blue.
It's been most of the Renegades, to be honest. They've been working on
Yeah.
Sky Blue most of the match. Madison Reigns just
I
basically.
kind of feel
standing-
for Madison Rayne because if you think about Madison Rayne, actually signed up to be a head of talent, to try to help the female.
Just like a coach.
Yeah, but they keep jobbing her out, man. I mean,
Well, that's what I said earlier. She's a great resource to have there for the younger girls, though, right?
She's getting paid.
She's phenomenal.
Wally, I think you couldn't be farther from correct on that one, bud.
What if he is right? Then what?
Then I'm wrong. And I'll say I'm wrong.
That'd
But
be the first time.
you have to say, Wally, you are right. That's 5 times.
I don't got to say shit.
You gotta do it from the side. No.
No, I mean, everything's from the side.
Now finally, hot tag to Madison Rayne. Now she's finally doing damage. I think that was Charlotte, and the other one will be Robin, right? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the one that's not Charlotte is Robin.
Is Robin, and the one that's
Yeah.
Robin isn't Charlotte.
Correct.
Big cutter by Madison Rayne. Cover 1, 2, kick out.
Oh, no, that's a lie.
I don't know if this referee's an ROH referee. It's a shorter black dude. He's bald.
So is the commentary team
Riccaboni and Caprice Coleman.
Caprice? I kind of figured.
Caprice salad.
Hey, Caprice is awesome, man.
He
He's
is
a great guy.
Caprese salad, bud.
Yeah. Close enough.
Caprese.
That man, I watched him and the guy from oh Jesus, Big Con fight over the Permani's sandwich. It was hilarious. It was the greatest dinner I ever sat at. And JTG was right beside me. And he said,
better than Denny's.
man, dang. What's that?
Better than Denny's?
Yes. Better than Denny's. Better than Rot Gut Denny's. That's
Better
all right.
Better than Denny's loaded nachos.
Hey, those nachos are delicious. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's
But I am
still the U.S. champ, Omega?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. He's gonna have to fight
IWGP.
them.
Yeah, he is.
So
But
then
it doesn't
Wally-
mean he's gonna go
so then Wally's
permanently
is
to
gonna be
Kenny.
right. Sooner or later, he's got to fight a New Japan fight, right? He's got the belt.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that's where he's gonna go when his contract is up.
2 count again. Save made by one of the Renegades.
So what? There's one more match after this one.
2, I believe.
Oh, wow.
There's AR Fox versus Claudio.
I mean, I'd be okay with us moving along to
And-
Revolution.
There's the 3 count Sky Blue with the pin.
Nice.
Yeah, I won. I told you.
I would have picked it. I would have let them wear their NWA tag titles, the Renegades, if they still have them.
They do. They just won them. Oh, yeah.
So Rain and Blue. Blue Rain. Blue Rain.
Can I get a? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, all we have to do is to talk about Revolution. Oh, we got Lady Frost and Willow Nightingale yet. And I don't know if Lady Frost is going to be a permanent in ROH or if she's just going to be here just for shits and giggles. Riccaboni's in the ring. Rickaboner.
Rickaboner.
Lady Frost, an amazing talent.
Wheeler Yuta, the
Yutsky.
pure champion coming out. And there's 8 matches. Like I said, I was saying earlier, there's 8 matches for Revolution now, but they'll probably end up being like 15.
Nah.
They can't with an Iron Man match. They can't do that.
Nah.
Yeah, it'll be 5 hours.
That's why the face of the Revolution ladder match was on last night.
But the only one added was the Christian Cage and Jack Perry one, which I was complaining to CJ Doc. What no holds barred? What holds would be barred? What holds?
I mean,
can they
none
use?
of them. None of them.
None of them.
But I mean, which holds could they normally use? Can they not use now, or they can use that they couldn't
Listen,
before?
do you know? Can I tell you what no holds barred means?
It means
They're gonna beat the shit out of each other,
Yeah.
and there's no disqualification with it.
So it's called
No
the
holds barred.
disqualification match.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes they got to get fancy with it.
It's just like the Texas Death Match. That's
Yeah,
last man standing.
Because you know, me and Jim Crockett sat down and wrote the fucking book on what the book. Jesus Christ!
Why do you gotta complicate shit, Blaze McCoy?
Thank you, thank you.
Fuck!
Ian, I'll get to that in a second, and I'm just excited as everyone.
And I'll get to that. Yeah. So what I was saying was,
Aaron's eating blue waffles.
Are you eating yellow?
Oh, no.
You eating yellow snow?
Oh wow, look at this.
Well,
Wally's playing into it.
No.
No.
I'm over it. You do that, I'm leaving.
Nice. Where's it at?
All right. You think I'm playing?
He will.
Can I get a?
I didn't play it. He left anyway.
He left anyway.
I didn't play it. See, he lied. He left, and it wasn't even the same thing.
Did you? Why don't you message him and let him know you did not play the video?
He knows I didn't. I didn't. That wasn't it. That wasn't the video.
As soon as it paused, that little darkness, he was like, "I'm out."
Yeah. It was a different.
Now they said
video.
Yuta. They
You
said
lose.
they didn't spoil it, but they said Yuta's not. There, he's back.
He's free next week.
Oh, yeah.
Open challenge.
He's free.
Oh, I did. I think I did hear about who this is.
Shibata.
Those are good. The bread, the sandwiches on ciabatta bread.
Yeah.
Timothy Thatcher.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's gonna be one hell of a slap fest.
Timothy Thatcher versus Wheeler Yuta. You know, Timothy Thatcher's not even from the UK.
No, he's from like Michigan or something.
Yeah.
I think.
He beats the ever living fuck out of people. Which is
I
good.
like him. You know it's gonna be beautiful. This might be a first time thing for WrestleSense. I might start the show with a beard. I might walk away and come back without one.
That would be funny.
I might.
You can shave that fast?
Want to test it out?
Just leave a Hitler stash.
No, I look like a complete and utter.
With just a stash?
Yeah.
Just a porn stash?
I look like a pedophile.
I won't screen cap it or nothing. No, don't worry.
What's his name? Will come in, sit down, chair, be like, "Excuse me, you got a minute?" I forget his name. The guy.
Chris Hansen.
Yeah, Chris Hansen. Excuse
what
me.
What you say you're doing here, bud? Well,
got
sir, I'm just trying to find some underage females. Can you maybe help me out?
Well, here, this wouldn't be a spoiler here now, so I can. There's the matches. So Claudio and AR were the main event tonight. So next week it's Samoa Joe versus Tony Deppen, Dalton Castle. I don't know who C4 and Marcus Cross is.
I know you know who Marcus Cross is.
I do. Billy Starks and Trish Adora. That'll be a good one.
If you've watched AEW Dark, he's the guy with the crazy tall ass blonde hair.
Jake Manning,
the Boy Scout.
Jake Christ. Wasn't he in? That's an Impact dude, right?
No, I mean he might have been, but I've wrestled him and Dave a few times.
Eddie Kingston and who? Ben?
I thought he quit. Nah.
He did.
He did. He quit AEW.
So Willow Nightingale coming down. Foist. I like her. She better be the women's champ at some point here. She got the Funkasaurus song.
Nah, she doesn't.
You think she does? She's a... There we go. I don't know much about Lady Frost. You guys, I mean, I've heard all good things about her, but I haven't seen hardly any of her matches. There she is. She has a good look.
I'm going to have a better look here in about a couple minutes.
You going to go shave?
I might.
Good.
Timothy Thatcher.
Rhett Titus.
Willow Nightingale, the most happiest woman I ever seen.
I know, right?
Hey, you know what though?
I'll be back.
It's like, oh god, he's gonna do it. We're gonna. She lights up the room when she's out there, man. Like Bodie even loves her.
That's what I like about her too.
She's so happy. I'm like,
it's like I can't see her being a heel at all. Like it just doesn't seem like it'll work.
Is she a heel?
No, she's doing booty popping right now though.
Well, Lady Frost is an amazing talent. I've actually got to call some of her matches, and she's just cool. I actually met her before she even got the Lady Frost thing going. I met her and Victor Benjamin at an event in, I think it was Washington, Pennsylvania, Big Time Wrestling, and just talking to them, and they were really cool, you know. So
is that one of the outdoor ones they do at the baseball field?
Yes. They're actually pretty fun. Watching Scott Steiner throw a chair at somebody in the stands was the best.
Was that last year that it rained or whatever, or the year before?
I think year before.
Yeah.
I was there when it rained. You know, I felt bad for my friend Joe Dombrowski who had to do ring announcing outside. I was like, oh, poor guy, but he did it, man.
The only thing that I thought when I see those shows down there is why don't they put more like chairs out on the field or closer?
I don't ask questions. I just watch.
Yeah, but
I went to meet Sting, and I did. I got to meet Sting without makeup.
Oh.
So I've met Sting with makeup and without.
Met Steve Borden.
I've met Steve Borden, yeah. Nice guy. He literally walked out, said something, left, got on a plane, and went home. It was the funniest thing I ever saw.
Really?
Yeah, he literally did his little autograph session at the beginning. We met him. Someone paid for it that I knew, and they were like, yeah, you just want to get in on a picture? And I was like, okay. They're like, and I had a Sting figure with me, but it was so much money. But he like looked at me. He's like, here, give it to me. I'll sign it anyway. He signed it anyway. He said to who? And I was like, to my son Bodie. He's only like 2 or 3 at this point. So I was like, you know, so it's kind of cool to have that, you know. So.
Well, I remember I was a huge Sting mark back way in the day, and whenever he left wrestling the first time, he pretty much said he was never coming back. Like, I never thought we'd see Sting again. Like,
Never thought you'd see him in a WWE, and look what happened.
Yeah, yep. That pissed me off the way they treated him. I mean, I argued with people over it. I just thought he was treated like trash. Like, well, he did get this, and he didn't get shit.
He didn't get shit when he was there.
WWE.
No, and it was starting to. But if you think about it, they were starting to give him that push, and he got hurt during the Seth Rollins match, and I think that's what did it. I think they were starting to propel him for one more run,
and then change their mind.
And he got hurt. So yeah,
which sucks. Just because at hindsight, it looks like he was jobbed out. Because I don't even think he had a TV win.
I don't know if he did or not. I know he was able to. He was the big factor in thwarting the hell were they called then? The Authority. He helped John Cena, and he helped Ziggler, and it was pretty cool.
Right.
I thought.
Yeah, I just wanted more because he was my favorite, and I thought he should be right at the top, fighting for titles and stuff like that. Like AJ, like when AJ Styles came in, he went right to the top. He didn't really mess around with NXT or pissing around. They put him right in there.
They had him come into the Rumble, which I thought was awesome because nobody expected it. And then,
I hope he comes back soon.
I just love when Kevin Owens looked at him right in the face and said, Hi, AJ. Welcome to WWE," and then threw him out.
Big moonsault by Lady Frost. Hooks a leg. 1, 2, and 2.9. And right up in the camera is Willow's boobs. Oh my goodness. Right up in the camera. Hello. Lady Frost sizing her up in the corner. Shoulder tackle. Ooh, little athleticism popping out of the corner. Oh, Willow caught her, but a gut wrench. She's caught her as she dived at her. The Embassy did a pretty nice move to win their 6-man tag match. Two of the guys grabbed
Who
the
won?
guy. Willow just won.
Kind of figured she was going to.
The Embassy, Brian Cage stood there and waited. The Embassy, two guys, Con and Toa, swung like you swing a little kid. You grab him by an arm and a leg and you swing him like a little kid and threw him towards Cage. Cage caught him into a powerbomb. It was crazy.
Oh, that's badass. Okay.
So Willow gets a win. Big, huge smile on her face, shaking the hand of Lady Frost. Big hug between the two.
I mean, it's the simple fact. I think they had baby. That was a baby versus baby.
Yeah. They both got nice little pops. Good little match there, and we'll see.
So how much is this subscription anyway?
I bit the bullet yesterday, and I was like, maybe there's like a $5. It's only $10. It's $9.99. So I'm paying $20 a month for wrestling now. Peacock.
Ah.
Well, Peacock, as I was telling CJ.
Now, can you actually get this on your TV, or is it gonna?
It's watchroh.com, so I'm on my laptop. I don't know if there's an app.
Now, if they can start spanning off to like Samsung TVs or Xboxes and stuff like that, then I'll think about it. Until then, I'll wait.
An app.
There might be. Okay, if there is, I will.
Because on my Roku here, I got like a CZW channel and all these weird wrestling channels. It's all old stuff. It's not nothing new, but there's all kind of channels. So Willow's getting interviewed by Riccaboni here, and she's probably going to schedule her next match because she fights Athena next week for the women's title. So basically, she fights 2 matches because they taped this on the same day.
Ring of Honor. We had
man.
lifeblood in us. Picked up another win.
So I like Willow. I love Willow, man. She's just
so full of energy, man.
So Ian, basically what I'm saying is
She reminds me of like an anime character or something. Where they're always smiling and happy and bouncing around.
When she comes out, Bodhi just lights up. He laughs. He just starts clapping. He's like, she's so happy. That's all he says. I laugh.
And let's be real. She's a bigger girl. I think she carries her weight fine as a big girl, and she shows it off. That's what I like about her. Like Nia Jax is a big girl, but she's a big girl, big girl. Oh, she's calling out Athena.
Athena kind of went another direction with her character, if you think about it. She's now a heel, which is weird, but she plays a good heel, though.
If she would lose the ROH title, she would fit in with that crew of freelancers
And that might be happening. You know what I'd love to see? A guy faction of the three Lancers. I would love that main event to get ruined on Sunday by FTR and Punk. I would like to see it because that would make people talk.
Yes,
that would make people, and it's,
I'm with you because they need to do something at Revolution.
I'm not going to take this idea. It was not my. This is not my idea, by the way. This is Jason's and me's little collaboration. More Jason than me. But what I'm saying to you is, I think that you have yourself. If you put the men and women together as the freelancers, mother of God,
you really have an outsider clique, basically. Yeah,
in a way, yeah. But the thing that would happen was, and this was brought to my attention too. Again, Jason, I give him nothing but props. He said it'd be WCW versus WWE all over again with the whole when they had that happening. But it would work. People would eat it up.
I'll see you next week, Porcelain.
I agree. I don't see why they shouldn't work off of the fact that they have a large segment of people that were WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Why not play off of it?
I wonder how many people have actually subscribed.
I don't know. That'd be a good question to find out from like a couple weeks ago when they announced that to now. How many more subscribers they got? They got me. Rick and Bonnie and Willow just did a chest bump in the ring. Time for the main event.
I like Ian Riccaboni, man, but he's always like,
he is very
just smile regularly. Like
I didn't think he looked like I thought he would look. I think because I never saw him until recently. I love his voice. I love his commentating. I think he's really good.
Now is Claudio? Is this for the belt? Yeah, it is. AR Fox is a talent beyond belief. I love AR.
Old Lucha guy, right? Lucha Underground. He was in Lucha Underground back in the day. He looks like a seasoned veteran, like a guy who's been around for a while. But he can do some silly shit. I'll tell you that much. And I like watching silly shit. Here comes Claudio. So I don't know if you saw the layout, how they have it. But they have,
I haven't watched anything
like
yet.
From the hard camera. You know how NXT has the LED screen on the back?
Yeah.
They have like a real big one across the back.
Now, where are they filming this stuff at?
Universal Studios, California.
Okay. Cool.
It says Los Angeles. It's about the size of NXT or Impact, the crowd.
His music, still some of the best entrance work ever, in my eyes. Great guy, too, by the way.
My opinion, I think he just disbanded the Blackpool Combat Club. I don't really think it's a thing. It needed to be a thing anymore. Hey, TJ's in the house. Good to see you, Billy. It's like that Blackpool Combat Club was pretty much all, tied together by Regal.
Yeah. I kind of want him to go a couple more months so I can feel like, when I bought Bodie a T-shirt, it lasts for a little bit more.
Yeah. It's not
he's getting pretty mad at him, man. He's getting pissed off at him. He's like, I don't know if I want to wear this anymore. I'm like, well, because when he gets mad at you, he cuts you out. It's like gangster style. It's very funny stuff. He was pissed last night, though. Because I love House of Black. And obviously you see what they're setting up. And he's like, those aren't their belts. They shouldn't take them. He was pissed. He's all about the elite. Even as a keychain. Thanks, Uncle Jason, by the way. This keychain that was sent to us. It was like one of those like rubber ones, like the real like embroidered.
Yeah.
And it's the Bucks and Omega, it was like a drawing of them. So he has that on his book bag. Kids have been trying to buy it and stuff. It's hilarious. He's like, no.
Code of Honor here too.
Or his shark. What's that?
Code of Honor here too. Here comes the drum roll. Ta-da!
Wow.
You should have left it. That's fast. That was a fast shave, I'll tell you that much.
Excuse me, sir. I'm a mandated reporter. No, I'm just joking.
Huh?
What'd you do with CJ?
I'm a mandated reporter, sir. Where were you? No, I'm just joking.
I was diddling a
He was diddling his diddles.
Wow.
You use a shaving cream on your cock.
I didn't
Hey,
it was I do. I use that in the lawnmower 3.0.
You use the same razor with your balls that you do on your face.
Yeah.
That's how you save money.
Yeah.
That's how you
I
save
know.
money. I mean,
My
all
fucking
right.
body. What's the
Those
difference?
pubes get stuck on your
Exactly,
face.
thank
It's
you.
all right. It's okay
Yeah,
if you got a
bud.
couple pubes on your face.
I electric razor, bud.
Claudio's head looks a lot like mine. Check it out. I got Claudio's head.
Yeah, but you know what? He's cool and you're not. So
Well,
ah!
he has the beard that you had 5 minutes ago. AR Fox.
hey,
Yeah,
I feel like he's gonna make some waves, man. wherever
European
he goes.
uppercut.
I love his dive off the rope. He does that like inside. It's like a reverse moonsault. Instead of going back, goes up, and it's insane. Never seen something like that.
You mean like my favorite new NXT wrestler, Sol Ruka?
Oh, jeez.
Sol Ruka.
Jeez.
You were such a loser.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Nuh-uh, look, I'm not a loser. Look, Jesse says I'm cool. I'm cool. Bitches. Andy Price.
I never
agrees
say
with me.
anything. I just shook my head.
Look, CJ's saying it. Look, Blades, you are cool. Look, it's right over CJ's face. He's saying it.
Oh yeah, okay.
AR Fox, I don't know. He keeps that little neckerchief around the whole time he fights. Oh, bouncing off the ropes. Wheelbarrow Bulldog by AR Fox. Claudio's checking his nose. Cover one, only one. Supercard of Honors in Los Angeles. I'm sorry. This is in Orlando. Universal Studios. I'm on the wrong side of the country. Spelled with a K. Drop kick as he's on the top rope. And now hung out on the top rope is AR Fox. Claudio. Superplex? No, he's going to press slam him off the top rope. Just going to toss him. Yep. Oh, head scissors. Nice counter by AR Fox. Now 619 setup. Oh, I hate when they do that. Draped over the second rope. People just throw their gooch down on the back of your neck. It's a gooch buster. Just put their ball sack right on your back. CJ loves that move. When guys put their ball sack right on the back of his neck.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
When you're hung up on the second rope.
I mean, he's paying money.
I mean, $20 is $20. But...
Exactly. That 20 piece. On the outside of the ring, the fans are dead now, and they got like what 8 more matches to go to watch after this. Gut wrench.
Probably enjoyed every minute of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Plus, it's a nice little. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows deep there. About 10 rows deep on the sides. So I'd say a couple hundred people, not a ton. Feels like Impact or the Dark where they tape. Or is this where they do tape Dark?
It is.
That's why it reminds me of
where the Impact Zone used to be.
Yeah. Is it Elevation or regular Dark that's the one that's taped, like in those little rings?
It depends. Mostly it's just regular Dark that is taped.
That's cool, says TJ. Cool, cooler than the other side of the pillow. So, there was good battles throughout the night. Nothing spectacular, nothing out of the ordinary. But, I would want something to hang your hat on for the first show.
I got something you can hang your hat on, bud.
All right.
And now it's a party.
Yeah.
But I highly doubt AR Fox is going to walk out with the ROH championship. Like, wouldn't you want your first show to be...
Crazier things have happened, bud.
They should do something here. I don't know. Didn't you say Kingston? That's what I would do. Have Kingston come out after this match.
Yeah,
because they're fighting at the end of the month, so why not set it up now? Well,
where are they fighting at?
Supercard of Honor on the 31st. See, because here's that list, and Eddie Kingston fights So he's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches next week.
And he's got nowhere to go. He's in deep trouble here in our main event this week on Ring of Honor.
Nothing. Well, the Athena Willow Nightingale. That's where I'd see a title change. Put the title on Willow. Rope break. Claudio's having a hard time putting AR Fox away here.
Yeah, but I mean, this ain't the pure title. We could have rope breaks.
That's right. Ooh, face first on the apron.
Face full of his butthole.
Ooh, butthole to the face. The butthole attack. That's dangerous. You don't want to get attacked by a butthole. Should be time to take it home. Here we go.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
about done. It's 8:54.
Yeah, we're not going to do this every week, right?
Then we'll pick the Revolution matches. I just wanted
Okay,
to
yeah.
try it out.
Then we'll take it home.
Fox. What's the Fox say? I kind of wish it was just a 1-hour show. They don't need a 2-hour show
No, they don't.
for ROH, not to start. Well, I mean, if you're going to get your money's worth for $10 a month, I guess that's how they can position it. It's a 2-hour show every week. But what do you guys think about that All Access with AEW?
It'll be interesting.
It's basically turning Wednesday night into Raw, 3 hours, but the third hour will be all behind-the-scenes stuff. Depends on how it's presented, in my opinion. I don't want it to be.
I wish they'd show the fight.
I don't want it to be roads to
uh,
the top. Yeah, I want it to be behind-the-scenes stuff, like real behind-the-scenes stuff.
Like Eddie and Sammy.
I mean, you're right though. Tell me it wouldn't be big if they said, "Listen, we're going to give you the whole scoop on what happened with Punk and the Elite. We're going to give you
The
everything
ratings
we know."
would go through the roof because you'd have people that weren't even fans just to see
Yep.
that, just to see what there was, because no one's talking about it.
Everybody's talking about it again now. If you listen to like anything on Fightful and Busted Open,
That's because they're thinking they're thinking that Punk could return.
I mean, I think that's probably best for business.
I'm on that side too. Like a couple months ago, we all talked. We're like, "Fuck him," forget him.
No.
But it's going to get people talking and watching if he comes back. But hit his
You have-
body, take it. Can he do
You
it?
have Punk and FTR beat the Elite for the tag titles, even though I think House of Black is going to win Sunday.
You think House of Black?
I think
I'd like them to, but
I think it'd be a good idea.
Isn't that their first defense technically?
No.
6-man
No, because if you think about it, like, I don't know.
trios.
I would have kept it on Jeff Triangle. That's
I
just
would
me.
have too. I would have as well.
Yeah. I mean, I understand having those guys as the first ones, and I understand putting them back on them after they got to leave.
Well, they
but-
probably weren't supposed to, ever
Yeah.
really vacate them, but
Tope. That's a nice dive over the top rope.
yeah, good thing you could see it, bud, because I can't.
That's why I'm calling it. There's
Oh, there
DH.
she is.
Hello.
America.
Yeah, one of those days, bud. What do you got there, bud?
Little Topo Chico hard seltzer.
Okay.
What are you guys watching along?
I'm
He
watching
is.
it.
He's watching it. We
I'm
are
ready
not.
to- I'm ready to move on to our stuff.
Well, it's 8:58, dude. Hold your nuts for 2 minutes.
No,
You'll be
this is
fine.
lame, brother, just like you.
So it's a 2-hour show, I take it then?
Yeah.
It is.
10 matches tonight, 9 next week. 2 count for Claudio. Here's next week's matches. Right there, you got Samoa Joe and Deppen was made earlier today. Dalton Castle and the boys, Roosh and Drilistico, Angelico, Serpentico, and Roostico. Yuta and Thatcher for the pure title.
Rooch's other brother.
And Athena versus Willows for the women's title main event, which I hope there's a title change there.
Yeah.
So after this, all we'll do is we'll pick the Revolution. There's 8 matches now. And we'll talk about. There's the big swing. Should be close to being over now.
It's fucking over. Who cares?
Big
Yeah,
swing.
I agree.
Claudio ain't losing.
No.
I want to see if they bring Kingston out at the end. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you want to end your first show on
I
TV
mean,
with something special?
If I could see it.
I honestly, there's a big care in my life right now, and none of it is this. Just saying.
I bet you're sleeping.
I don't know. Now I gotta do a PJ. But
You know, I feel bad. Bodie wanted to make picks tonight, and he can't because he's at Disney on Ice. My wife scored tickets.
I'm in one of those fuck the world moods right now. So
That's me every day, brother. You missed that. I left the podcast for like 5 minutes to shave.
Yeah.
He did.
He had a full beard, and then 2 minutes, 3 minutes later, he's not clean shaven.
I got the jalapeno
Sharpshooter.
burger. DH. It was fire, bro.
dude, everything there is fire.
Yeah.
What is this place you guys keep talking about?
1933 grill in Bell Vernon.
It's like a little pub.
Yeah.
And essentially that's what it is. But I mean, the food, dude, is
It's fire.
amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go there one day. I'll just.
Yeah,
It
we
is
go once in a while before bowling because we got an alternate restaurant. But I got a seafood Caesar salad. So it was a Caesar salad with a crab cake on top. Oh my god, so good.
Free publicity for the 1933 grill at 612 Broad Avenue in Bell Vernon, Pennsylvania.
Bell Vernon.
Half these people are like, I can't make it except for Wheels because he's not that far away from it.
Yeah. And I actually ran into somebody there. The survivor, Philip Archer.
You mean Satan survivor, Philip Archer?
I mean, can this
I was with-
goddamn ROH show be over already?
I was with Baby T.
It's a hell of a match.
It is a really
Again?
good
Oh,
match.
yeah. Bowling, right.
Wheels loves 1933.
Yeah, it's so good.
Well, they love Wheels. Everybody loves Wheels.
Ridiculous balance. Oh, headbutt there, giving up his head.
Tell Rick and Bonnie to shut the fuck up so we can get on with the podcast.
He's the man.
Yeah,
Looking for a superplex.
Well, I'm looking for us to do our podcast, not a Ring of Honor watch along.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to figure this whole situation out.
What situation?
Like the fact that we're on against Ring of Honor. I say fuck Ring of Honor. We're going on.
Well, I just paid the $9.99 to try it out for a couple weeks, see how it is.
Well, you wasted $10, bud.
And so far, it's 2 count, real close there. So far, it's like a dark show, but
I bet
I'm
you-
excited about this weekend. Eclipse will be in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Logan Valley Mall got some hell of some matches coming up, man. It's gonna be awesome.
What if I wanted to go to the Willowbrook Mall?
Well, then you wouldn't see Eclipse.
What if I wanted to go to Greengate Mall?
No, but I would see Robin Sparkles. I don't know if anybody knows that reference. Maybe not. How I Met Your Mother.
Oh my God!
How'd you meet my mother? On the street corner?
Your mother was a nice lady.
It was a sex party, and they served cheese sticks and
Cheese
barbecue
sticks.
chips.
Yep. Chocolate covered strawberries.
I
There was
say
some
we-
berries with chocolate on it, but they weren't strawberries.
It's over. AR Fox won the
All right,
title
good.
there.
Okay, good, great.
He did?
No.
No. All right, bud. We're
I
at
did get to watch.
9:03
I did get to
PM.
watch the Briscoes and FTR right before this was pretty nice. I got to watch that match again. Claudio wins. CJ.
All right, get rid of
I
the.
could have told you that at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I could have told you at 6:59.
Congratulations. Uh-oh. House of Black's coming. Ray went dark. All right, we're going to switch gears here. And
Oh, thank
before we do that,
If you play that music.
we're going to have a little fun first with Doc and CJ. All right.
First and foremost, before we say anything, I would just like to, without going into details, give a little shout out to my man Duke Davis.
Okay.
Yeah, Duke Davis. We love you.
We'll leave it at that.
Yep.
TME appreciation post right here.
We love you, Duke.
Revenge last week, Doc. Anything, any highlights, anything? CJ as well from the Revenge show. You're looking at the match card here.
It was a phenomenal event. We had a packed house. I'm talking hundreds of people there.
I'd say like close to 6.
Oh, by the way,
Here about 6. Yeah, I didn't know about the 4 or 5. I didn't know 6.
It was over 5.
Unbelievable. I got to call my first RSP match, which was Ricky Shane Page, a guy that I've followed on the indies for a while. It was really an honor seeing him go one-on-one with A1 Anthony Young. It was a barn burner. And what I mean by that is just a simple fact is Ricky Shane Page. Oh, shut up. What I'm saying is Ricky Shane Page, not only can he get hardcore, he could also have an aerial assault as big as a guy as he is. And it was just really cool to actually get to call a match with him in it. So, and Duke Davis was the winner of the Revenge Rumble, and kudos goes out to him. But he actually forfeited his shot at the Revenge World Title, and actually went ahead and said, "Build a tag team title, and we want the first shot at it." I'm sacrificing my shot for that. So the main event making history in Revenge Wrestling and starting up a tag. Well, there's already a tag division, but getting tag titles, which needs to be done. Definitely, there's a lot of great.
I'm sure it will.
So,
CJ, anything else from the? Who are the ladies in the middle there?
That would be Danny Moe and Katie Arquette.
Nice. Those are two that I've heard names a lot. So,
I liked. Yeah. The surprises in the Revenge Rumble, the return of Anthony Gaines,
awesome guy,
Bennett Cole, and Doc, help me out here. What was the? Oh, AKA Andre Cannon Alexander. Yeah,
sweet.
Bill
Wes
Collier
Barkley.
and Rex. Oh yeah, Wes Barkley. Yep.
He's very upset with the Avalon. They didn't have soft enough pillows. He was yelling them back.
Okay. Yeah, Bill Collier and Rex Brady was pretty solid. That was more than a solid opener. Argos and McChesney is what you would have expected of it. Like, this was a very, do yourself a favor, I believe, INDYWrestling.us.
Yep.
Yes,
and,
you could
check
definitely
this
stream it there.
Show out.
Links in the description.
Mm-hmm.
So they do matches shows bi-monthly, not every month, right?
No, like every 3 months.
Every quarter, okay. So
the next one will be, I think, Memorial Day weekend.
May 27th, I believe.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I figured we'd get a little local focus in here.
Yeah,
while we're at
absolutely.
it.
Yeah, thank you.
I was seeing stuff about it, and I thought, yeah, we need to at least touch base on that show. There was a lot going down. Unless there's something you really guys wanted to talk about from last night, we're going to cover it all in the regular stuff as we pick the matches. There was the ladder match where Kingston quit, where he just came out and challenged Claudio at the end of the ROH show, by the way. And then we had
before we go into Revolution, I have a fundamental problem. So Tony Khan was all in the news this week, won Booker of the Year. Okay, fine, well and good. Probably should have went to Triple H though, as much as just because of how much he's changed everything. But whatever. Why in the fuck do we have the Tag Team Battle Royal 1 week, and then the next week the Casino Tag Team Battle Royal with the same fucking tag teams, the same fucking spots, the same fucking order of elimination, and I've used the F word way too many times. So the same Fujian match over again to give us 14. It was totally unnecessary, and honestly, it's stupid. Like I can't. Normally, I'm an AEW guy. I'll admit. Yeah. However, it
was dumb.
Stupid. And then
this wasn't even a casino. They didn't come out.
There's another entire logic drop on this card. So I love the promo from Christian Cage. I know we're going to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
But why are we having a no holds barred match and a Texas Death match on the same fucking card? It doesn't make sense.
Here's what I have a problem with. It's not really a problem because the match was phenomenal between Big Bill and Orange Cassidy.
Great.
But if you were going to have Orange Cassidy and Danhausen be the last tag team, why not have Big Bill beat him for the All Atlantic? He could always win it back. I mean, I'm thankful that he had to do 3 orange punches to beat him, and Big Bill looking strong. But
the match was great. I enjoyed it. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about Chucky or Trent actually being hurt though. So to me, this was
to add them to the. I think they just did that.
To me, this is a last ditch effort because they thought FTR was going to come back because Dax had said so.
I think
they decided.
That's what I was going to say, Ray. I think that's why they had this one, because I think they were expecting FTR to come back for this. When they didn't, they had to go to a plan B. But it was weird. They said every minute, but then it was 5 minutes before some of the teams came out. Literally.
Yeah. It wasn't the same timing throughout all of them. Some were very quick and some were like not so quick.
I was watching a watch along. Dude was holding. He went, it's been 5 minutes since the last one. Then it's either 1 or 2 minutes. And granted, I'm sure the Rumble isn't always exactly 2 minutes or whatever it is, give or take a second. But this made no sense. It really didn't. And it wasn't a casino, because casino battle royal, they come out in flights. And they didn't even do that.
No, they didn't.
Like I said, it was. To me, it was like a haphazard, thrown together horse shit. Like, again, there's so much good being planned out. Like the MJF and Bryan feud has been progressing great. You know what I mean? We have so many storylines with the Guns and the Acclaimed and Jarrett and everything. That's all well and good. Now, Danhausen and Cassidy make no goddamn sense. There was no reason for that match.
That's just to get him on the card? I don't know. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Let's go into the thing. I'm not gonna.
Well, you need 2 baby teams and 2 heel teams.
Yeah, but then put Top Flight in it. Like they did.
I agree.
You know who I wanted in it? Do you know who I wanted in it? I wanted the Butcher and the Blade.
So did I.
I was hoping they would eliminate those two and go. I think Andy Williams is not only
Blade face turn. Because I think it would be a great kind of anti-hero face with let Pepper talk a lot more and let the Butcher be that like quiet guy who's just kind of a badass.
Heater. A heater.
Yeah. They could make a great face team, like kind of anti-hero face.
Mm-hmm.
But here, I'm excited for this match. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be a great match. Christian Cage is in my top 25 workers of all time. He's always good.
Yeah.
Harry's been great. The build up has it's been a nice long
story.
Again, a no holds barred match and a Texas death match in the same 3 hours doesn't make sense. Why not make
what holds? What holds? What holds do we need?
That already.
Why?
Christian should have.
What holds we're barred that we're going to see now? That's my point.
Christian's the king of a ladder match. Why not say a ladder match? Or with the blood feud that this has been, why not make it an I Quit match?
That would be better.
You know what I mean? Like. They both have, Jack Perry has the snare trap. Why not make it that, you have to acknowledge that I'm better than you, but,
better.
Something like that. I mean, these are 2 great workers. I don't want to see them brawl over the thing because we know that it's going to be a fucking
stick them in a cage.
Stick
them in a cage.
It's going to be Christian's going to go to hit the concerto and Luchasaurus is going to come back out and realize that he fucked up and he's gonna help Jack Perry.
He's the new Big Show. So start with Ray. How's this match end? Where do we go from here?
Perry wins.
So Ray's got Jack Perry winning. What about you, CJ?
Jack Perry.
Doc?
Jack Perry.
As much as I love doing it, just to go to the other side. I mean, it makes sense for him to end up finally getting a big win over him after all this crap. And if the Luchasaurus comes out again, I mean, it's putting us right back where we were before, but oh well. And once again, like you said, Texas death match, no holds barred match. This is a last man standing match is what it is. That's it. It's a last man standing match.
Yeah, but this has every right to be
what it is.
Yeah, Jim Cornette's Mississippi Mud Show and be all over the thing. Moxley's going to credit card his head and bleed all over the place, which, by the way, it was a great promo from him while he was spewing fucking blood Wednesday.
Yeah.
It looked like his eye was damaged. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, this has a reason to be that match.
Mm-hmm.
So
two great workers too. Ray, well, how's this one end out?
Mox.
You got Mox in it? Okay. I'm gonna go Hangman. I'm gonna go Hangman in this one. For I don't know why, but I'm just gonna do it. What about Doc? What about you?
Hangman Adam Page for the win.
All right. And CJ?
Hangman Adam Page.
Ooh,
I'm on an island.
yeah, that's probably a good island to be on with John Moxley, the wrestler of the year, and a lot of
I
people's.
say Mox wins, but in the end, they actually shake hands, both bleeding, and embrace, and give each other respect.
And
hepatitis.
And then they spoon each other.
Probably.
And their T cell counts drop into single digits. I don't know.
Jericho, Ricky, this is a triple threat, falls count anywhere, steel cage, Hell in a Cell, no holds barred.
They're not
match.
funny.
Look how skinny Jericho looks. Doesn't that look weird?
Yeah, but
Like
did you see he put on a little bit of weight again, but not too much. He looks still good.
He's on tour right now. He's probably drinking and eating like shit.
I don't think he drinks anymore.
No, he drinks. There's stories from that cruise, buddy.
That's what I was gonna say. I heard some shit about the cruise. I'm pretty sure he ties her on.
We'll
We'll
start
like he used to, but
we'll start with Doc on this one. Jericho and Starks.
I'm gonna go Starks. It's time. It's time to start pushing this man.
Okay.
Ricky Starks for the win.
CJ.
I'm gonna go Jericho because Action Andretti is gonna get involved and turn on Starks and turn heel.
Oh.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
However, I'm gonna go with Doc. I think it's Starks. Jericho always does the right thing, even making Peter Avalon look like $1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was.
Listen. Peter Avalon is
he's a good
fucking
worker.
good.
He looks great too. I mean, he's done a lot of repackaging with himself. So,
but Jericho is never one to shy away from putting somebody over to help their career.
Agreed.
And like you said, it's time to elevate Starks. He's danced with the main event with that MJF feud and stuff, but he needs to be a serious upper mid card main event threat.
Yeah, I'm with you.
This puts him there.
I got Starks winning this one. I'm also thinking with JAS banned, does he end up going in the ring and pulling out the baseball bat or something and it backfires on him or something? I mean, he has to have something up his sleeve. He's a wizard.
I like the Andretti. I really do like the Andretti idea.
That's a good call because they have been using him within this too. So that's a good call, CJ. We'll see how it pans out.
JAS needs more people.
Jericho can do no wrong, in my opinion. No, he's one of the greatest of all time. I'm going to start out with this one. Samoa Joe Wardlow. I see, flip flop that belt back onto Wardlow, finish that story, and have Samoa Joe. He's going to end up facing ROH. He's going to be going over to ROH a little more with that one title and keep the TNT on Wardlow. What do you think, Ray?
I think it should flip back to Wardlow as well. I think they need, if they're going to have ROH as a real break, they need to have some separation of talent. I'm not saying they can't here and there, but nothing against Claudio. Samoa Joe should be strapped on ROH. I think he focuses over there, ends up putting his belt up against Claudio's belt and taking the belt sooner rather than later.
I dig it. Now Hobbs waits the winner. That's what I was going to say. CJ, you got Joe or Wardlow?
Wardlow.
Okay. And what about
you,
I'm
still trying to get used to him with short hair.
I don't like it. He looks weird.
I watched some of his old fights. It was actually on IndieWrestling.us, plug, and they were showing old matches. I think it was AEW or something where he came out and he had his short hair like this, and I was like,
I think it was shorter even than what it is now.
Yes, it was like real short.
Wardlow, I say Wardlow for the win, but you know what? Before Ray even said it, I thought the same exact thing. They're going to want to separate that ROH talent a little bit, and I think that's what they're definitely going to be moving Joe over. And plus, everybody's been wanting to see Powerhouse Hobbs and Wardlow. They've been teasing it for a little while. Then Wardlow left after his hair was cut, so you've never got that. So now they are able to give that back. So,
regardless, I can't wait for this match. Two of my favorites, and I know
this could. Mark my words. This could steal the show.
All right, CJ, keep us going. Keep us going on this one.
There,
CJ, what do you got going on this one here?
House of Black.
Doc, I think you said the same thing earlier.
House of Black, yeah.
Ray, are we going to be?
I 100% agree. I think that the division should be built around the House of Black.
Oh wow! I'm actually going to go Young Bucks and Omega. I think House of Black might win it down the line, but as much as I hate to say it, I think they keep the title. I
told you what
they
I
haven't
think
defended
should
it.
happen.
As much as I want to see this be a fantastic, like 25-minute match, I think they should fucking annihilate the Elite. I think they should destroy them. Like
5 minutes.
Think about when Luke Harper beat Cody the first time for the TNT title.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Like that. And then the Elite can play the baby faces, get rematch after rematch, but just never are able to get it together.
So you're saying like make them like the new bullies in the yard, like just have them like Brock Lesnar, John Cena, like that kind of beat down
through everybody, dude.
I would love that.
They should run through everybody. Like honestly, I want to see the House of Black defending next year at Revolution, still defending their titles. Like let them just run with this division. They can have great matches with any combination of people.
Mm-hmm.
They're great workers. They're great promos. Let's face it, they're not gonna pair just a tag team. They don't see Malachi as a main eventer, unfortunately, right now.
But I
should be. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah,
but you're right, Ray. They're not. They're not.
They don't see him as that right now. So let this be their division. Let this be what catapults these guys. Yeah. And what I would like to see is let's have another rematch. The Elite doesn't do it. Let's have one more rematch where the House of Black, tells them that this is the last of their chances, the last of their line, and turn Kenny heel. When the match doesn't work out, let Kenny
needs to be. I agree. Put Kenny single. He's gold single.
That dick because he's so good at it.
Yeah.
And that'll play into what happens later, as we have the reverse of Kenny and Bryan. And I'll give you my thoughts on that later.
Well, we talked about the rumors of Kenny and WWE that's been floating around too. And I mean, if I was Tony Khan, I'd get Kenny back in the singles division up in the world title picture again this year.
The only way I would be okay with House of Black not winning this is if the plan is for the Elite to keep them and lose to CM Punk and FTR somehow, some way.
I'm kind of on that bandwagon. Like, if you want to get people talking, I think something needs to happen at Revolution. Something needs to happen at Revolution to get people talking, other than a couple title changes or, something needs to happen at Revolution. Now,
think about what CJ said though. So, and I don't disagree with the setup and who is involved. But what if House of Black wins that, and as the Elite and are trying to regain the titles, trying to get a shot back at the titles, we get an FTR CM Punk reemergence. We get a whole separate 6-man feud with them, feuding for the fact that they fucking hate each other, and then the fact to go against the House of Black. And then you see, think of all the star power tied up in that and how big that division would become with the Elite, Punk and FTR, and the House of Black being your top 3 teams feuding for those titles for the next 5 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
Definitely create the division to be a lot more powerful. And they got so many great 6-man teams too. So keep it going, Ray. What do you think is going to happen with the women's championship here? I have my thoughts.
I like Hayter, but they're strapping Saraya.
I don't agree with you at all.
I don't agree with you at all.
That's okay. That's okay. DH is going with Saraya.
DH, do you want to go first or want me to go first? Because we might have the same idea.
It don't matter.
All right. You care if I go?
Good. Doc.
I just veterans first. They always get the decision for
no,
I
go ahead. We're on the same.
Say this.
We're on the same page, I think.
All right. I think what's going to happen is you got Saraya and you got Hayter concentrating on each other because you got the what you want to call them, the hired hands or whatever, the WWE whatever people that get hired. I forget what the hell they're calling them, and they got the originals. However, you got Soho on the outside who's just saying, well, fuck it. I'm going to beat them both. I'm going to take advantage of this. They're both going to try to kill each other. And Ruby's going to go, and Ruby's going to get the strap.
Okay. Is that the same? You going the same way, CJ?
Similar.
Okay.
I want it to be Jamie Hayter, but I do think it is going to be Ruby Soho to then progress the feud of, Saraya, Ruby, and whoever else against Jamie, Dr. Britt Baker, and whoever they get for a third person, and like a blood and guts for the women.
So you feel that Ruby Soho's going to go with Saraya and Tony? You feel like that's going to happen?
She's not an original, so yeah, absolutely.
All right. So I feel like I'd love to have her just on her own outside. I'd love to see her be like the anti-hero, like the fuck them both kind of deal. I'd love to see that because I think Ruby did a great job.
She kind of did last night, but it didn't really make much sense to me.
Yeah, I
Here's
got
the
you.
only problem with your logic, in my opinion, and that's why I think the strap goes to Saraya. The only problem with that becomes is if Ruby's the champion, she's going to be completely overshadowed by the feud involving the top women of the company, which is Britt Baker.
Yeah.
No matter how, I mean, the haters are over like Rover, don't get me wrong, but Britt Baker is the top woman in the company. Saraya is, whether you like it or not, is A2 now because she's the most known, the most over. And Toni Storm, while she's not the most popular, they're pushing her like she is.
Yeah, agreed.
So what you have there then is if the title is not involved in this storyline, the title is going to be overshadowed. And that's why I think we end up with Saraya winning the title here to be involved in that storyline. If she's the champion, she doesn't have to work nearly as much. You know, the champion doesn't have to wrestle every week on television. And she's been appearing on almost every show since this whole storyline started. They are building this division around Saraya. And as much as I love Ruby Soho and think she deserves a shot, I think she falls in line and joins that. I think it's like one of those things where she's fighting against it, and then she pulls the Finn Balor and is like, you know what? I'm with them.
Yeah.
The look fits together with all three of them. The vibe fits together. The history fits together. All the pieces are there for them to be an awesome stable.
So that leads to me. My pick is a little bit of a mix of all what you three guys basically said. I'm a huge Saraya fan. I think she's going to get the belt eventually, but I think all we're missing right now is a reason that Ruby chooses the freelancers. This match will give us that. Whether it's Britt coming down and hitting Soho and Hayter pins her, Saraya convinces Ruby Soho that those guys are against her, that they should join her. So this, however the match ends, is going to finally give Ruby a reason to hate Jamie and Britt and finally join Saraya and them. So the end result, I do think we get the blood and guts. We get the freelancers with Ruby. But right now, she doesn't have a reason to join them. Her getting robbed of the world title would be her reason. Ruby has Hayter for the 1, 2, 3, and no one's there to count it or whatever. Mm-hmm. So Ruby needs a reason to join them, and this match will give it that. That's where I'm saying Hayter retains, but Ruby. Okay. The story is that Ruby does have a reason to join them now.
I like that there's so many different
scenarios.
Yes, this could go a million
that
ways.
All kind of makes sense. You could kind of see it going any of these routes, and you'd be like, okay.
And anything,
that's
any
great.
one of the things that any of us said could potentially make sense.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing that's awesome, though, because I feel like the women's division is underutilized in AEW, but for like the first time in a long time, there's a lot of intrigue and a lot of ways it could go and a lot of ways that it could be good.
And a lot of good workers in that division too. So I'm ready to let them shine. Let them do
their thing, man.
Give them more time. So World Tag Team Championship, we now know that Danhausen and Orange Cassidy are in this as well. Acclaim, Guns, Jarrett and Lethal, Orange Cassidy, and Danhausen. I can't see either of those teams winning. I'd love to see the Acclaim getting the titles back. I'm sticking with the Guns retaining, though. Doc?
I say, wow. Okay, get back to me on this one. I'm just kind of
okay. CJ?
Feeling it.
I mean, I like everybody in this match, but like this is one, I hate to say it, that I really have not a lot of interest in. But Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, I think.
I could see him doing it. That's one that I can definitely see happening. The Acclaim getting the title back, I could see too. I can't see him putting it on Danhausen and Orange Cassidy. I really think that spot was for FTR, but they couldn't bring him back. I don't know. So you're going with Lethal and Jarrett. Okay. You can definitely see that happening. Ray.
As much as I don't want it.
Yeah. The Guns are going to retain. They've gotten so much hate, and everybody is.
They got to prove they deserve it.
Everybody is hating on them for putting them on. So now you have to stick with them. You have to prove you were right in putting it with them. And if you remember, before FTR got hurt and took the time off and all that stuff happened, the Guns beat FTR clean.
Yeah.
And FTR, if they are coming back soon, that would be your logical first feud when they come back, is to avenge that loss and win back their AEW world titles, even if it's only for a short stint before Punk's ready to return.
I was going to move on so Doc could say, what am I, a piece of shit? I didn't get the pick. Because I always forget somebody, but you got one yet, Doc?
Yeah.
You, CJ.
I'll
you got the Guns?
Yeah, as much as I want this to happen again, I
do too.
They don't need it. They don't really need the titles. So
No.
another thing too, I think the reason you install Danhausen and Cassidy in there is no disrespect. You could pin Danhausen. He could eat that pin, and people are still going to love him. So, I mean, out of anybody that wouldn't suffer from eating that pin, I think Danhausen and Orange Cassidy be the ones.
But I can name
plus,
4 or 5
Orange is already injured.
True.
So why not throw Orange in there with still sore ribs? I mean, you heard Danhausen. He's like, yes, we go do this. And then Orange Cassidy's like, no. Oh, hell, I don't care. Like, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious how they actually got
I hope
there.
we get evil Danhausen.
Yes.
And then I hope Cassidy is like he tries to put Cassidy in Danhausen gear, but it's all like half-assed, like only half the face is painted and the other's all crooked.
I'd be okay with that.
They could do some really funny shit with that.
It could be an entertaining match, but like CJ, I'm kind of like, I don't really know if I care
like
as much.
Instead of a cape, it should just be like a big fucking beach towel tied around his neck.
That would actually make sense.
Yeah. All right, so we're come down to the final match. 1 hour Iron Man match. Will MJF finally prove he is top tier in the ring as well as on the mic, or will Danielson finally get that reign? CJ, let's start with you.
I'm gonna go with Danielson, but I don't see him having it very long, and I see like MJF getting it back.
I'm on the same page. I'm gonna go next because mine is concurrent with yours. I think CJ. I mean, you talked a little bit about this before.
We may have.
Yeah, I think MJF does get the title back to solidify him being on the top, but it's not like the Sammy thing where I said strike where the iron's hot, give Sammy because he's hot. Bryan Danielson is here to be a world champion. He is arguably the best wrestler on the planet. If anyone's going to beat MJF, there's no reason why it's not Danielson in an Iron Man match. MJF hangs with him the whole time. Danielson wins by 1 somehow or something, but MJF I see getting that belt back within the next couple months. Ray?
So I'm on board with you. I think it's Danielson. I think we see a lot from MJF in this match. I hope MJF does the mic spot where he gets himself intentionally disqualified and then is cutting a promo for 10 minutes in the match while he beats down Danielson.
That would be fun.
That's a great spot. It works well, especially with him. But I think Danielson ends up squeaking out the win at the end because I think that with my earlier prediction of the Elite losing the titles, we get a callback to Omega and Danielson, but this time it's Danielson that's the champion and Omega challenging. And that's where I want to see that go. And then eventually, obviously, we need to circle back to MJF, but I think this title reign for MJF has proven that he's not as great as he is as a heel, and he's fucking fantastic. He's not the face of your company.
I'm also thinking
it is very hard to have somebody who acts the way he does, talks the way he does, cuts everyone down the way he does, as the face of your company out there representing AEW. And I think that they can only put the belt on him because of that in short stints here and there. I see him having a lot of title reigns, but I don't see him ever being a year title reign or a 6-month title reign.
I agree.
April, May, June. June is tentatively the next big one, which would be Forbidden Door again. So Danielson going in with the world title. Could it be Okada? Could it be
Danielson
Sabre?
With Okada, Danielson versus Tanahashi.
Yeah, it makes total sense for him having the world title. He's the one who missed it last time because we didn't get those dream matches because he wasn't there. He was one of the many. So it kind of makes sense that the time is to put it on Danielson.
Doc, where are you at?
Doc?
As much as I want to say MJF retains, I hate to say it. I'm going to say Bryan Danielson because the simple fact is Forbidden Door had a point there. But I actually think if MJF is to keep that title, nobody wins. It gets tied 1-1. 3 masked men come in, beat the living shit out of both of them. Masks come off, and it's Punk and FTR, and that's how you end the program.
I would be down for that. See, that get people talking.
I would like that, but I don't think Punk's cleared yet.
Yeah, I don't think he is.
The other thing, Ray, we weren't here earlier. Me and CJ were talking about this all access for AEW. If they were to really get people talking, you give us the whole story about Punk and the dog and all that. That will get ratings. That's what people want to know.
Like Kenny has talked a little bit about like what.
Yeah, he finally did open up about it.
If they can finally talk about it and they cleared it with Punk and they do get and that's what All Access is about, I'll watch. I'll definitely be too. A lot of people that, like CJ said, even people that aren't AEW fans will probably be like, well, I got to find out what the hell happened. I'm a wrestling fan.
Here's another thing, and I'm just going to throw this out there. So, Brie Bella is not under contract. She's not coming back or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. However, one of the highest rated shows, one of the things that started the Divas Revolution was Total Divas.
Yeah.
So if they signed her on to just appear on camera with Danielson in an All Access, where it was maybe they're already filming it and they'll lead up to the championship match and him winning the title, that is a proven ratings draw. That is a Q booster for AEW. That is something that is going to bring a lot of eyes that maybe are not watching AEW because of Brie's mainstream success in not only E, but also WWE. And if you're a smart businessman, there's no way you're not trying to fucking tap that resource.
Yeah, if you can. Why wouldn't you? Right.
Is more like, okay, you get 3 hours of Raw, but you get all this fluff within it, like backstory and promos and video packages.
It's going to be a lot like WWE 24, I think.
Yeah, I want that hour at the end to not only be what they do personally, but kind of tie into the show as well and maybe give us some of the information that we don't get on a regular basis. I don't know. We'll see.
Like I said, I hope it's not a series where it's like this 1 hour is on this subject and that's it. Like, I hope they're following like 5 or 6 people for a season.
Yeah.
And it's like each week we get, a little bit of this person's story, a little bit of this person's story, etc. And like I said, if Brie would be open to that, if she's not under a Legends deal that restricts her, you throw some money at that, dude, because that's it's mainstream publicity and something.
What's the NFL every year they follow around a team, the NFL every year, and they do
Hard
that
Knocks.
behind Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
I want a Hard Knocks of wrestling. I want, dig into, how they get ready, but tie it into the show as well. I don't want it to be completely separate from the show, which you could just to tell us more about the characters, but that's it. We will definitely review Revolution next week and see where it's going. Doesn't seem like the ROH stuff is going to be as big as I thought it was.
Are we sticking with Thursdays or
for now? Yeah, for now we'll do the same and
like a Tuesday.
He has band practice on Tuesday.
I work till 8 on Tuesdays.
Tuesday would be like a 9-10 o'clock really late thing, but
not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about it. Let's get at the end of the day. CJ, sensation at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, I am looking forward to Revolution. I think more than I'm kind of looking forward to WrestleMania. I just hope it is not till 12:30, 1 in the morning because it's a Sunday. So, yeah.
It will.
That's all I got.
DH at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, Honor Club is a app you can watch anytime. We ain't moving our shit.
It's tape. If it was live, that's a different story.
So you can go see what happens anyways. Watch WrestleSense. We're way more entertaining.
Absolutely.
And 2, CJ, you're shit out of luck because there's like 13 fucking matches on Revolution, and it doesn't.
There isn't. There's only 8.
There's 8
there's
right
9
now.
Now because they added Perry and Christian.
No, that's 8.
I got 8. That's 8.
Mm-hmm.
It still doesn't start till 8 o'clock.
They'll add 3 or 4 on Friday. Mark.
I don't know what they will.
Plus, they got the scrum afterwards.
It's gonna be till midnight because the MJF and Danielson's an hour. So
so that's 3 or 4 matches right there.
Yeah,
Doc.
At the end of the day,
$20 is $20.
Yeah, and a mouth to mouth. No, but I know. At the end of the day, as a parent, I really do hope that Tony Khan doesn't push this till like 1 or 2 in the morning, or I'm gonna have a very upset wife because I'm gonna have a very tired Peanut the next morning.
It's my wife's birthday. I already got yelled at by the fact that we're watching wrestling.
Are we having it at your house? Because that was
I don't give
very
a fuck what
awkward.
she says. Yes, we are.
Okay. You know what? When I go over there,
I was like, it's either they're coming here or I'm going there. She's like, you're not leaving on my birthday, and I'm like, well, then I guess people are coming over.
Let's just buy a cake. Then shit will be as awkward.
At the end of the day,
fuck it. It'll work.
It's a very pivotal, crucial part of the year for professional wrestling. We're
It
hyping
is.
up
It's
for
like
Mania.
the reboot.
Yeah, we're hyping up for Mania and what's going to happen. The rumor has it that what I heard, Triple H wants to bring back the day after Mania with a big Raw. So I'm hyped about that. I'm a little bit. I'm like you. I'm kind of more hyped about Revolution, but I need them to do something big. And now I'm expecting FTR and CM Punk. And if it doesn't happen, I don't know. They got to do something to get people talking about them. This is their opportunity. LTD will be live here in a few moments, and we'll be back next week with more WrestleSense to talk about what the hell happened at Revolution.
And no ROH watch along.
CJ has been drafted to Ring of Honor. CJ will be making his debut at ROH.
Oh, then you'll watch.
Yep.
Yeah. If I'm getting that paycheck.
Yep. Suck it, Preston Everest. Pick someone
Oh,
else.
Yeah, if you get signed to Ring of Honor, the masked man beating somebody's ass is going to be us taking out Riccaboni and Caprice.
We'll be there. We'll be broadcasting the podcast live from there. All right. We're out of here, folks. See you next week. Keep your wrestling.